Okay, testing, testing. See if everything's good here. Waiting for YouTube to catch up. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to another stream of Oblivion Remastered. Last time, we ended up at the Wayne Priory. And I believe we already gave Joffrey the amulet, so I think now I just want to rest and make it daytime so I can have some light to live by. But I don't know if we can sleep here. We might be able to. Hey, Spooky. Alright, let's see. Let's see if he'll let us use a bed. Yes, okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and get a really good amount of sleep going on. So today I was thinking about taking a momentary pause from the main story and maybe going and clearing out that dungeon we passed on the way here, that we passed through when we fought the Highwaymen, just to cross that off our list. And then funny enough, as the screen would show right now, there's a boat there. I was thinking about going and doing a certain quest I remember at the waterfront in the Imperial City. So we should try that out, but I might just let my horse stay here for the time being, and I'm going to go ahead and go do this dungeon here. Actually, you know, it's cool to ride the horse. Let's get the horse. I haven't played a lot without anyone, you know, without streaming because, you know, I want my reactions and everything to be genuine. However, I also didn't want to deny myself the game, and, you know, having time to stream is not something that always happens, and so I had to kind of like figure out what's my plan going to be for streaming this game, streaming in general if I'm able to continue doing it, with the Tuesday, Thursday schedule that I proposed to all of you the other day. And so I've decided that I will have one character on the side that I play by myself, and then I'll have this one where you guys get to see all the action. Spooky says, you've been exploring all the dungeons. It's what you did in your original Oblivion save. Nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to slowly work toward that myself. But for the time being, I think I really just want to take stuff pretty slow. I've been seeing people are already beating the game, like getting really far in it, and I'm like, geez. Although I play a little bit differently than other people, perhaps. But one of my good friends, I see, like, when I get on Steam, I see that all his achievements are pretty much already done, and I'm like, dude, like, speedrun over here. Alright, here we are, our first dungeon of the day. I will say, I played through on, let's see, hold on, let me check something. Okay, I played through on my other character one of these dungeons. It might have been this one, and I had a bow, right? And I shot this goblin. It was the same goblin every time, and I shot the goblin, and it crashed my game completely. So let's be aware, just in case that happens again. You know, if it does crash, we'll keep going. We'll just restream it. The way I fixed it last time was I just didn't use a bow, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah, let me make sure the cats are settled real quick before I get going. Give me just 1 second. Okay, we are back now. Okay, so the cats, we only have 2 cats. We have Mallow and Mina, and we have a little spot for each of them, a couple towers in the office here. And usually they like to lay by me while I'm playing something, because they're both very sweet. But right now they're enjoying the snoozy weather, the stormy weather, and just kind of chilling out, taking a nap. It rained a lot overnight, so much so that the road to my friend's house got completely flooded. It was pretty wild. Speaking of bows, I heard they added a headshot multiplier. I may or may not have noticed that. I think I tried doing that yesterday. And you know what? That might be part of what caused the thing, is maybe it was implemented wrong. Not sure. Yes, admin, at some point we should have cats on stream. I have thought about, like, I have a very crappy Logitech camera, and I've thought about trying to set up a little scene so I can actually be visually in the video, because I don't mind that. I'm not sure if that's something people would want, but either way, I feel like I'm a little more comfortable not being on camera, because it's just one less thing to have to worry about. But either way, you know, I'm down to be here, I'm down to hang out, have fun. Okay, so here's the thing. I guess I cleared this on this character as a test run, and so it was this character. That explains why I'm not finding items and stuff. Okay, no worries. I actually remember why I kept the save. It's because there's one room that would have been a nightmare for a stream, because these arrows just go off, this arrow trap goes off. First off, it drains the battery on my controller like crazy, and second, it's so loud. It's so loud. It's like just a bunch of arrows firing non-stop, and so I feel like that would be annoying for you guys to hear. So here's a new plan. Instead of doing a dungeon right quick, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to Chorrol and just see what's up in town. I believe it's this way. I got some nice clothes that we can wear to walk into town. That's something I like to do, is whenever I'm actually entering a city, I like to take off my armor, if I remember. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't. But if I remember, I like to take off my armor and make it a little more realistic, I guess. What's going on here? He's just hanging out. The horse is just sitting there at an angle. What's going on, sir? I can't talk to him while I'm on the horse. Let's see what's going on with this guy. I can't. Strange. I'm activated him. He's just not. You just can't talk to him. That's odd. He's got a 1,000-yard stare. Look at this guy. He's been through something. I don't. It would be funny to try and steal from him. Hold on. Let's see if I can. I doubt he even has anything that I want, but let's just see what happens. Nope, you can't. Okay. Odd. Well, good tidings to you. I hope you figure out whatever's going on. Honestly, yeah, that guy's been through something, huh? Alright. Let us check this place out. Okay, so the door is locked, and I don't know where the family members of this farm are, but I do know that these would be really great ingredients for potion making. Specifically, I forget what the watermelons do, but I know the carrots would be good, if there's carrots here. And the tomatoes, let me check what the tomatoes do again. Let's see. They do life detection. Okay, so fatigue restoration, life detection. Carrots give you night vision, so I'm just going to take a couple of these. A couple takes an entire row, but I'm not going to take all of them. Blackberries, I don't believe we've found those on this playthrough yet. Shock resistance, not something we often need. That's so pretty. Okay, this is going to be strange. This is a little bit out of character, but there's a reason that this is the stream character, right? So, alright, so on my regular character, I would never break into someone's house. It's just, I wouldn't do that. But, since we're trying to do something interesting here, you can watch me fail at lockpicking a few times. Will-o-wisp and dread zombies are still as annoying and dangerous as you remember. Yeah, the zombies freak me out. I was playing this morning on my other character, and I was playing expert still. It's still on expert, all my gameplay. And man, I was getting wiped out. However, something cool did happen. It was the first time that I was ever forced in any way or nudged by the game to use the turn undead spell that I started with. And I forget if that's part of being a dark elf or if it's part of conjuration, just in general. I don't want to steal this person's brandy, but I do hear a Nern root. I wonder what's going on here. Alright, well, hopefully we'll meet those people at some point. I forget if you can actually meet them or not. So yeah, I was fighting this, the zombies in Vilverin. I went through that whole dungeon earlier because remember, when we played through it, we went one difficulty down. We went back to Adept because the jump from Adept to Expert was just absolutely ridiculous. It was too much, and we were a low level too, so it was pretty hardcore. So when we played through it last time, yeah, we were just on Adept, but when I played through today, it was all on Expert, and man, I got thrashed by the zombies and the skeletons until I started using Turn Undead. And when I was using Turn Undead, it would make them flee, and I don't know if this is how it behaved in the original, because like I said, never have I ever been, like, coerced to use that. But I ended up needing to use it, and so I hit them with Turn Undead, and they ran away, and I'd get a few extra shots until they turned around and started to try and fight me again. Ooh, I saw mushrooms. Do you know about the 100 Goblin Glitch quest? I think that's in reference to the Sheogorath quest that ended up being bugged, kind of like this mushroom here. Where it was supposed to be like, what, like 10 or so goblins, but it just spawns a billion. Not sure how that happened, but it's pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let's go in here. Hello, at work so you only have a moment. Thank you, I hope it does too. We're just having fun, just a chill stream, nothing crazy. But I hope work goes okay. Appreciate you popping in. Alright. Old Nag is gonna stay here while we go explore the city. Ooh, more mushrooms. And as I said, I'm going to go ahead and put on some comfort clothes, some city clothes, so we can look epic when we walk into town. I can't get over whenever somebody said my character looks like Moises Arias, because they're so right. Because I made another character. Have you done Kvatch yet? No, not yet. This character that I'm playing, I'm only playing during streams so everybody can enjoy it. And so I haven't done a whole lot of main story. My plan is to do a main story quest, do something else for just a moment, and then do another main story quest. Oh man. Oh no. Yes.
I'd lived in the Imperial City for a while.
These guys are freaking out.
City life just isn't for me.
Also, why are my subtitles not on for you guys? Hold on. Let me see if I can't fix that. Hello, first time catching a stream. No Mouse, thank you for popping in. I'm glad you could. We're just having fun here, just playing a very chill game. Nothing stressful, nothing crazy. Okay, actually it's not in these settings. It should be... It's not in graphics either, right? Interface, okay. Yeah, I should have subtitles on. Expert is less annoying and actually has a little challenge, makes you think about combat. Master is unbalanced. Yeah, I have not even tried Master. If Expert is giving me as much a run for my money as it is currently, I'm not gonna try Master Mode. Not yet. And this is coming from someone who's played since the original Oblivion came out. So, looks like I can't turn on any dialogue things. That's strange. Can you dye clothes in Oblivion? No, you can't, unfortunately. Drew says, I'm glad that Dark Elves were given a makeover. For sure. They looked... I'm just like every other Oblivion character, basically. They looked pretty strange in the original. Well, she just phased out of nowhere.
How goes it?
I don't know. How goes it? Have you started the Dark Brotherhood? No, we haven't started... Oh yeah, Hacked Dirt's gonna be creepy. I just saw your other comment too. Yeah, we haven't started any big major quest lines. We're taking it chill, taking it slow. As I mentioned earlier, I've been seeing a lot of my friends and stuff are kind of blazing through it, and that's totally fine. I just like to play a little different. I like to have it be more cozy and just slower pace. I'm very, very excited to see how things go.
Hello, I don't think we've
met. Oh my gosh.
Are you new in town?
I was gonna pop in and say hello. Yeah, I'm new to town.
Likewise, I'm always glad to meet someone new. Welcome. I'm sure my mother would be glad to meet you as well.
Okay, who's your mom?
My mother owns Northern Goods and Trade in Chorrol.
Okay, who's Reynold Germain?
Yes, it's quite odd. Reynold, who I've bumped into several times in Chorrol, acted like I was a complete stranger. Also, he seemed sober, which is a refreshing change.
Huh.
Usually, Reynold is stumbling around Chorrol drunk as can be. Very odd, but then it's really none of my business.
I'm wondering something right now.
Bye.
Is this the original voice actor for the female Argonians? Because it kind of sounds like it. I know they changed the male Argonians, which is kind of a bummer, personally, but what city do you intend to set up your home? I'm probably going to use, for this character, probably the Wizard's Tower, even though my character in particular isn't a heavy magic user, but he's like a researcher, and I like alchemy a lot. Look at that chapel, that's so cool. I'm really into alchemy, pretty much in all the Elder Scrolls games. So maybe less so in Redguard. It's a little tricky to get used to sometimes. Let's see. Yes, it has a lot of content. It has a ridiculous amount of content for a 2006 game. A lot of the stuff, when I was showing my wife this game, she's like, "Was that in the original?" I'm like, "Yeah." It just surprised her because it's things that aren't in Skyrim, like attributes and things like that. You don't like the change they did with storing items into a container. I will actually say, using the menu itself can be kind of frustrating. No, frustrating is too strong a word, but what I'm trying to get across is, like, for example, everything is either ordered by, like, if it's A to Z, alphabetical, easier way to say that. So if it's alphabetical or by weight or by value, but the original Oblivion, unless I'm wrong, and I don't think I am, used to have things grouped up by what they were. So at the very top you'd have your alchemical gear, and then you'd have all your potions, and then you'd have all your ingredients at the bottom. And with this menu, it seems like everything's pretty jumbled, which is a little bit annoying. And then of course you have this last menu that just shows all your stuff, which I don't know why anyone would use it, to be really honest. It's just a mess. Like, I feel like instead of making this thing of all your items, they could have just focused on making the segments and making things easier to reach, or even give you a custom tab where you can be like, oh, I want this type of item to be here only. So I would put all my ingredients there, probably. Let's see. OG female voice actor. Perfect. Oh, is it just Dharma? I don't know if I've spoken to any other female Argonians yet. Might be the same for Khajiit. Okay. The male Khajiits I know are different, but I don't think I've talked to any female Khajiit so far. Why do you remember the name Reynold Germain? I don't know. Have you played this? Have you played Oblivion before? Because I believe he is actually a person you can talk to in this town. How is Redguard alchemy different? So Redguard is like, it's less of making potions, and it's more of you just click on something to sublimate a potion. So you have a how do I even say this? You have like 3 or 4 different solutions that you can mix. So they act as a solvent, and you can mix solutes into them. And the solutes are at the Mages Guild. You just walk in and you just click them, and then they make potions. But the thing is, in game, it doesn't tell you what the potions do. It just says what they are, kind of. It shows you an icon, and you pick up by playing like what this particular thing does. And there's like pig sack and orc's blood and all sorts of weird things, but it's not it's not like alchemy where you can actually find ingredients in the wild, pluck them, and then go put something together. It's a lot more rudimentary. They updated the out-of-bounds zones, and now you can see the throat of the world from the mountains near Bruma. That's very cool. I noticed the aurora, and I noticed that you could see Frostcrack Spire from the Imperial City as soon as you leave the sewers. Let's see. How's the item quick select? Is there a wheel? There is a wheel, so what you do is you... well, for me, I'm playing on controller, but it does exist. So you open the wheel, and then you select where you want your item to go. Yeah. Let's see. Technically, in places you can cross the border. Imagine if there was an Easter egg and a cart with skeletons. You know what? That actually kind of surprises me that there's not. Alright. I'm going to get a drink real quick here, and then we'll continue moving on. Alright, all good. Let's go ahead and go in and talk to her mom, because she did pop right out. And if I remember correctly from the original, the one we spoke to... Oh! Oh no! Seed Neas, you're missing your Neas! What's happening? She has no legs. Oh no. She's missing her knee. Oh! Oh! It's back. Okay. I just had to look away real quick.
Only the finest wares to buy and barter at Northern Goods and Trades. I'm Neas, the proprietor. How can I help you?
I don't know. It seems like you might be the one who needs help. I'm not sure.
Have a look around. You will find
what you
better
got.
prices in all Tambria.
Alright. I already have repair hammers. And... well, I don't think you have any ingredients, do you? No. Absorbing health would be cool. Calming on touch would be interesting. It's not very expensive. That'd be fun to just randomly use at some point. But we have enough repair hammers and everything. So that's fine.
If I don't have what you need, you might try the other Chorrol merchants.
Oh,
Renoir's
yeah.
has books, fire and steel for
I
your
do want to
armor.
visit visit Renoir's. I wonder if it's just the original Oblivion content with updated graphics and mechanics. I'm not sure if they've added new items or spells. From what I see, I don't think they've added new items or spells, but I have heard that spell making is still a thing. So that's pretty cool. I haven't gotten there yet, of course. I've been taking things really, really chill, but she's a slow worm, as they're technically legless lizards. There you go. Yeah. They added new armor and quests in the deluxe edition. Yeah, there's a couple new quests and stuff, but that's it's like an extra $10, and from what I've heard, it's really just a kind of if you want to sort of thing. I didn't get it personally. Love going from 42 lockpicks to 1.
Farewell.
Absolutely. That was an experience I had this morning on my non-stream character, and momentarily it glitched, or you know, I wouldn't think that this is how it was supposed to be.
Greetings, honored friend.
Greetings. It ended up being like I could just hold up, and the tumbler would just like stick to the top a little bit, and it was very much not difficult. Bro, you need some sleep, my dude.
Please be generous, kind sir.
Sure.
Thank you, kind sir. Blessings of Anu upon you.
Of Anu, okay. We're going way back with that one. Aw, look at Bailey. So good. Such a cute one. Very well behaved. Kazuna? Kazuni? So cute. That looks so good. That looks way better than any of the dogs looked in the original. Why are you staring at me? What? What do you need? Okay, well, that's their way of saying get away from my dogs. Not complaining, something's off about the Argonian faces. Sort of perfect in Skyrim and ESO, and it feels like a step back. You know, I want to go look again. Just to see if I agree or not. Because I do feel like something's different.
Hello.
But these, okay. honestly, they're strange, but the thing is, they're somewhat faithful to how I think if they had the tech back then, they would have wanted the Oblivion faces to look like for Argonians. Yeah, tell me about it, Koan. Tell me about it.
Well met.
They added new dog colors, yeah. Yeah, so there's variations. I didn't even think of that. One thing I want to do... it looks like they're following her. That's cool. One thing I do want to check out while we're here...
are starving. Please help.
What children? Okay, and then she just walks away from you. I do want to check out Renoir's books. Hey, you can still move the signs. That's cool. Alright, let's walk in here. Okay. Ooh, it's pretty in here. Hello.
Welcome to Renoir's books. I'm the owner, Estelle Renoir. Look around.
You know what? She
Don't
still
see what you
kind
want.
of looks
Please
like
ask.
how she did. If you watched the Pantheons / Gods of the Elder Scrolls video, she looks kind of the same. At least her face does. Not so much the hair.
May
I don't think.
interest you in some of my fine wares?
You know, if people wanted it, I wouldn't mind like actually reading or rereading some of these books on stream at some point. I have
Why?
thought about it, but I don't know. I feel like it would just be something chill, so I could just actually read them and like internalize what comes from them. But I do think that the long form videos are just a better, like a more digestible format for that sort of thing. But look at these books. Look at the covers, or the bindings. They just look really cozy. They're just so colorful. And then imagine sitting here. Imagine it's like super cold outside, and you're like, oh, I want to learn about the mystery of Talara. I'm gonna sit right here, super cozy and warm. Oh, they even have ash. Yeah, Callisto. Listen. My character doesn't know about it yet. He doesn't have a clue. He's just hanging out. Imagine all the time that could be saved if Kvatch didn't look like this fireplace right now. How does inside of the chapel look with stained glass? You know, it looks pretty good. Although I will say, oh, whoa. Okay, she's like that creature from Lethal Company. You turn around and they're like right on you. I'll go ahead and show you. It looks pretty cool, but the light doesn't filter in how I thought it would, so it's not quite like... Oh, that's new. I think that's new. That's cool. Let's go ahead and look at the lights. When you go to the Priory, the Wayne Priory, and look through, the lights like the light shines through the windows onto the ground. Okay, so it looks like there's a bit of like ambient light that comes from the windows.
Nice new swords in there.
So like over here you see like nun/normal. Are you following me?
Blessings. I'm Orit Grabargo,
Servant of
servant
Stendar.
of Stendar. May you grow in the faith.
It is pretty strange that they don't look you straight in the face.
I'm through talking to you.
Why are you mean? You were so nice in the last video. So the green is coming through here. You got some blue. You got some red. You can see it. It's pretty subtle. But it's unfortunate that it's not... Oh, I can't wait to do the Nine Divines thing. I can't wait. It's going to be so fun. Oh, hey. Okay, this one's a little different. That one's actually shining through. You can see her face. Okay. Even though it's most likely just a remaster, I kind of hope they add something, at least reference the Thalmor. Maybe, because they did add some, within menus and stuff for character creation, they did add some stuff to kind of incorporate some of the ESO lore, which I understand some people are bothered by. I don't get it. I like ESO. It's a different type of game, but I understand it's not for everyone. Kvatch can fend for themselves. I mean, I guess so, yeah. They say syndicates of wizards in the Somerset Isles have been boycotting Imperial goods. Oh, I didn't know that they said that in Oblivion. Okay. Well, I also know that one of the other common dialogue lines for people walking around in Oblivion is like, oh, Daedra worship is like increasing in the Somerset Isles, which is pretty interesting.
And I'm sure I saw Reynald.
I'm thinking you might be right, because look at the way.
Seriously?
For anyone who's just watching the VOD, someone commented in chat, No Mouse, that the light might be coming in based upon where the sun is outside. And let's see, it's 5 o'clock. Sun rises in the east, sets in the west, so the sun would be over here. It's starting to sunset. That sounds right to me.
Yes.
So this is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Look, you can actually see them. So I think it is based on time. It's just not super bright or vibrant. I think if I had a choice, I would make that a little more vibrant. But it's cool to know it actually did, because I came into one of these chapels to figure out some stuff for one of the videos, and I didn't think it was working, but it looks like it is. That's pretty cool. ESO was like 800 years prior. Some things can change and some things can stay. Yeah. Alright. Well, let's see. What do we want to do? We've got plenty we can do. But I feel like doing a dungeon of some sort, just to get a little bit of action going. And I also thought about going to the Imperial City lakefront. But actually, you know what? It's starting to get dark. Let's go ahead and visit the Oak Enclosure, which in this, something I noticed is in the original game, characters outside... Oh, there's someone missing legs again. It might be that particular outfit. But something I noticed in the in this remake is that in the original, there's people outside that talk about how something weird is going on at the Oak Enclosure, but it's part of like a quest that hasn't happened yet or hasn't been finished. Kind of like that lady's legs. Oh, there we go. But they removed it in this one because there's no quest associated with it, so it just sounds off and it sounds strange. And like, you know, you see people in here now, but in the original Oblivion, I never saw a single other soul in here other than Talisma.
Welcome to the Oak Enclosure. This one is Talisma, your hostess.
Yeah, if you come in at midday,
Our
yeah.
rooms and food are at
Or maybe
your disposal.
about noon to 1 or something like that. We're gonna go ahead and pay for a bed.
There's one available for the night if you're interested. It'll be 10 gold. What do you say?
I'll take it.
The room is upstairs. First door to the left. Sleep well. Good day.
It does definitely sound like they changed the female Khajiits, by the way. This is something I like, though. To achieve the impossible dream, try going to sleep. It's kind of funny. Something else. Oh, I noticed this too. I had a friend over yesterday, and I was showing them the remake. Look through the door, you can kind of see, like you can peek in. That's pretty cool because this type of door in reality would be like this, right? So much so for privacy, but you know. I have not been to Skingrad yet. I'm trying to think of what order I really want to do things. There's just so much to explore and so much I'm excited to see. Let me go ahead and sleep for a good solid 12 hours. I just want it to be bright outside. My character likes their beauty sleep, you know? Can't believe the maps and interiors are to scale with the original. It does feel larger. It's even stranger, now that you mention it, it's even stranger because there's sprint added to the game. So I rarely use it unless I'm on the horse, but it's like walking in here feels the same as Oblivion, you know? And even though I sprint, it's like, yeah, I got over here faster, but like it still feels like the same space. There's something, like, not to derail to a different game, but that's something about Halo maps is once sprint was introduced in Halo Reach, they started adding sprint to all the other games, and it just became a facet of modern gaming. We're gonna check the chapel lights again. And then they had to make maps bigger and taller in some ways to account for that new movement. So remakes of original maps would be like 1.5 to 2 times the size, and there would be large gaps where it just looked and felt empty because you're sprinting to try and keep up with everything. Alright, let's look here. It's early in the morning. Oh, Okay, well here, we might have disproved that theory. Because it's 9 a.m. The sun rises in the east. So, this might just be some... I do like the echoing talk in here, though. That's really cool. But, yeah, we may have just disproven that. Strange.
Safe travels.
It may also be on a chapel-by-chapel basis. But let's look. She's all about Stendarr, right? And Stendarr is the main person here. God of Mercy. And so, you know, we all know the quest and everything. Something I'm interested to see is if we go to other chapels other than the one in Kvatch. I keep flip-flopping on how I say it. But if we go to another chapel and look at their central patron that's on the furthest wall, I wonder if it's still going to be Stendarr, like it is at every other location. Let's see. You can do that in Bruma 2, where you can peek between the boards of walls and houses. That's cool. Some characters have newer voices that were cast with some Skyrim and ESO actors. Yep, that sounds right. Okay. I think we can go ahead and go to Kvatch now. Kvatch, whichever. Just bear with me, I say both. Let's go ahead and... I don't want my horse to die. That's the thing about having horses. I don't want it to get hurt. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead... Since we're going that way, let me check the map real quick. Oh, we got to go pretty far. Okay. I like to play without fast traveling unless I've been there on foot already. So I think I want to go to probably the Wanet Inn, and then we can start going towards Skingrad. I think that's fair. I just don't like to fast travel to places I haven't actually been to, regardless of if it gives you the transport icon from the very beginning. It just feels strange to me. It's like my character shouldn't know how to get there. I mean, there's signs, whatever. You could make the argument, but yeah. Okay, so like I said earlier, we do have the difficulty on expert still. So if I get absolutely thrashed in this Ayleid ruin, I'm gonna just blame the game. Definitely not the one who's holding the controller making the decisions. That's in error. They ruined the Cliff Racer song. Yes, one of my patrons told me that, actually. But yeah, one of my patrons told me that they changed the song and it just doesn't sound the same. The visit before you fast travel thing is so real. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Okay. Looks like... Oh, I forgot to put my armor on. That's something I need to do real quick. Let's see. Okay. My controller wasn't functioning with me. Alright. Let's get in here. We got one person over there, one to the left. Oh, they're finally headed this way. Oh, okay. My quick key menu wasn't working. I think it's just because we're in an exterior environment. It'll be easier once we get inside.
This is the
Dang.
part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Yeah, see, this is a regular bandit. And they are absolutely messing me up. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this slow scroll all the way to the bottom here. See what we got. Do one of those, and then we'll do some fatigue potions. Yeah, it is pretty choppy in exterior environments. It's pretty rough. And see, the thing is, it's like it's hard for me to react accurately because I can't tell when she's attacking or not because of the graphical disparity. Okay. I don't understand why there's an animation of the enemy, like, axe wielder just like grabbing the head of the axe and just like hitting you with it. Let's see. That's worth it. Okay. That's also worth it. Let's see what we got here. Do I have leather boots on? Or do I have... Yeah, I do. Okay. We're gonna need to fix our gear real quick, because we kind of got messed up there. Don't know if you noticed that. I still have the rough leather stuff. That's goofy. Alright, I'm gonna get us to this interior real quick. Let's see, I don't know how to feel about the Skyrim HUD. It really could use a more modern... Oh, I know how I feel about the Skyrim HUD. And I hope this isn't like controversial or offensive to anybody who likes it, but it is boring as heck. The Skyrim HUD looks, to me, every time I play Skyrim, that's one of the things that really takes me out of it. It's like, it feels like I'm going through like a menu on settings for a game system or something, or like Netflix. It feels like every game and every game console who used to have these really interesting like home screens and stuff, like the original Xbox had a really cool home screen and all that, they just ended up making them these super generic, boring, like everything looks like Netflix. I'm not sure about your strategy, ma'am. What is going on here? Okay, well. Alright. I wonder if I could just summon my ghost down there, and if they'll take care of it for me. Because I haven't used it today. But I might need it for inside the dungeon, so let's try a skeleton. Go after her. Jump in the water. Unreal 5 being very unoptimized, and Gamebryo itself, yeah, it's kind of a mess a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Just like that lady who jumped in the water to fight me. Like, that's classic Oblivion though. That's not on the system. I feel like Skyrim's HUD ages the worst because it was sleek for the time, and yeah, it's completely generic. It is. Like, so we talked about this on, I think, the first or second stream, of just like how Oblivion's screen felt tied to the game. And, you know, Morrowind's was okay. It was functional. And also you could like pin the map to your HUD on PC and everything. Like, they had some really useful things in Morrowind's HUD. And it had kind of that brown tint to it. At least it had some color, right? So it kind of whoops. Yeah, the game's not picking up fast enough to get that I'm trying to use the quick menu here. Okay. Surprise. Oh, okay, I knew that was gonna hit hard. But yeah, I wish they would have kept the like paper. Ooh. You do not know what you're doing, lady. I'm not a... Oh, she just killed herself somehow. She hit the water too hard or something. Okay. I'll take that. Boots are worth it. Curious, not so much. Let's see. Morrowind's window menus were so good. Yeah, they were sleek, quick, easy. You open one menu and everything's right there. Literally everything. And I enjoyed the fact that it was separated from your regular game stuff. Like, I gotta be honest, this is kind of clunky. I mean, all this stuff, and I think my biggest problem with the way the menu works on this version of Oblivion is, I'll show you an example. So we'll go to the map, and if we want to look at, you know, the dungeon we're in, or more closely, which no one ever really does this, but if you're looking more closely at your location in the overworld, like this, you're like, okay, this shows me better where I'm at, what I need to do, where I need to go. Alright, tab over to the inventory or something, you know, check out your stuff, and you go back, and it's reset. And you have to reset it every time. Now, when you're in dungeons, it's pretty dang annoying, because it's like the only thing you need to do is look at that menu and look at your inventory. Those are the only things you need to do, other than like saving, quick saving, whatever. Oh yes, Iacornia crassipes, very invasive. Has to be everywhere, even in video games. Okay. It's a minor thing, but it bugs me that my Khajiit doesn't use his claws. Yes. Yeah, that is something really cool that I believe that was added in Skyrim, right? In Morrowind, I think you kind of clawed. You didn't really punch. You know, you're making me second guess myself actually, because I want to say that you like swiped downward with your hands rather. That's strange. Those should be floating above the surface if they're flowering. Do you think the Gamebryo Fallout games are going to get similar remasters? I have heard rumors, emphasis on rumors, of a Fallout 3 remaster. If that happens, I'll be playing that too. But again, I mean, they just did this, and this was probably difficult. Look, took a lot of time and effort, so I wouldn't put too much stock into that rumor just yet. And I also recall, and, you know, they've gone back on saying things before, but I also recall them saying that they're not going to work on another Fallout game until Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. But that might just mean they're not going to make a new one. Who can say, really? You definitely claw in Morrowind. Yeah. Yeah, you don't. In original Oblivion, I don't think you do. Okay. This, the running animation, it's so goofy. Not a big deal, but it is goofy. So why are these bubbles coming off of me because I was in the water? Oh, you know what that is? That is an effect on you when you're swimming. That's goofy. Earlier, I got stuck with an effect of a spell I had cast, and I was like limbed in this golden glow. It's pretty funny. It just stuck on my other character. Fallout 3 Remaster was also during the whole Microsoft leak with Oblivion's Remastered. That's true. That is true. So, very well could be. Fallout fans are actually starving. All they have is 76 and a TV show. Yeah, I mean, Fallout 4 was fun up until a point, you know? At a certain point, I was just like, man, they sure do keep on adding to this, don't they? There's a lot of content, and it's fun, but at a certain point, it's like every time I play that game, it feels like I have to be doing surgery, because every time I have to loot every specific item to do all the crafting and all this and all that, and it's fun, you know, if you have the time. But if you're just looking for a game to just pop on and do something for, I mean, I guess an RPG wouldn't be your first choice, but at a certain point, I just kind of got tired of having to, every single building I went through, I had to look at every inch of it to make sure I wasn't missing something. That's probably just a me problem. At least in Elder Scrolls, you know that a cup is not worth anything. You know that you're not going to use it for anything in the future if it's not worth like 4 gold to sell at the start of the game. But in Fallout, it's like, oh, this cup might have ceramic in it, and I need 60 ceramic to make, which is an exaggeration, but it's like I need all this ceramic to make this one piece of this thing, and I needed all this other stuff. So it's like every time you go to a dungeon in that game, you end up looting a bunch of these random materials. Ooh, yep, I took a hit there. Okay, this guy's effing me up. Hold on, I have an idea. So I'm going to show you guys what I ended up doing earlier on my other character. It's kind of funny. The first time I've ever used this. And you can hit them like 4 times until they turn back on you. Yeah, so that was the 4th hit. You just turn it back around again. It's so cool. I've never had a reason to use that spell till now. But, oh yeah, drawing back to the Fallout thing, I enjoyed the show. I thought it was so cool, and as a Fallout fan, I was really happy with it. But yeah, 76 I tried once, and I just was like, no, that's not for me. Which is strange. I love ESO, but I mean, they're totally different things. Something you're curious about: while Morrowind and Oblivion have spells along with weaponry, Skyrim added basically a second spell function with shouts and powers. Yeah, well, something I've been thinking about with Elder Scrolls 6 is, if it is Hammerfell, like I'm assuming, I mean, to me, everything points to it being Hammerfell, but if it is, I think we're going to probably have sword singing, which is going to be a little, maybe, for some people, too similar to whoops, it might be a little too similar to the shout system, because it's literally, it's another voice-based magic chosen one sort of thing. So I'm wondering what will happen. I'm wondering, you know, Skyrim's major gimmick, at least as far as I saw it, was you had shouts, you were the Dragonborn, and then there were also dragons everywhere. And then I'm just like wondering what's the gimmick that they're going to use for that game. Wow, that one went down easy. Oh, it's the one I fought earlier. Something I'm happy about with these skeletons is that not every time do you hit them and the arrow just bounces off. It still does happen, clearly, but sometimes it sticks to them, which I like. Because in the original, it's like, oh man, now I have to go search for all the arrows, especially early game. It's definitely weird getting voice magic again after all this time. Yeah. Oh, okay, I can level up. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that it's not a, I don't know, sword singing sounds really cool in theory, but how do they implement it without it feeling like shouts? And I'm sure that's the major question they would be having. Oh, come on. Not the classic blunder. Oh. The classic blunder. I don't think I'm going to get that one. Dang it. So I can shoot it again, maybe. Just bounce it. Oh, you can't jump and shoot. This would be a great time for the paintbrush glitch. So this is what I need to do instead. Whoops. There we go. Much better. Yeah, I wish I had remembered that for this other one, but I just didn't think about it. Dang it. You could totally see if Elder Scrolls 6 is based on Hammerfell, they're going to make the "Can you beat it as Darth Vader?" That would be funny. Well, sand is rough and coarse, and it gets everywhere, to be honest. Oh, I almost have it, y'all. Got it. Okay. We're good. We're going to save after that travesty. Just found your channel. Love the lore videos. Thank you, Inakl. Hoping one of those pronunciations is right. Thanks for popping into the stream. We're just hanging out, having fun. Just playing some Oblivion. You can knock the stones down. Yeah, you can use projectiles of multiple sorts, but I just did it from the wrong angle, like a goober. And come on. See, I never had a reason to use this spell until now, so I'm actually kind of okay with the difficulty change because it made me need to use it. Get out of here, rat. Alright, let's see. I want to get my torch out. I kind of do miss the, I don't know if you can repair or remap buttons on controller, but I kind of miss the menu, like the start menu being separate from your items and everything, because I got so used to the Oblivion thing where you just like open it, tab through what you need, but now it's like you have to, it's like kind of all jumbled together, and you have to tab through every single thing just to get to where you're trying to go. If you keep struggling with frames, there's a mod on the Nexus that disables ray tracing. Okay, I will try it out. On interior cells, I'm not having really any problems at all. There might be some hiccup in the stream because of weather. We've been having a lot of rain and it's very cloudy and everything. But in exteriors, I'm definitely having drops. Seeing the gameplay feels so cursed. It's like watching a combination of Oblivion, Skyrim, and Avowed. I have not played Avowed. I don't really think I will. I tend to be pretty specific with what games I play, and now that they've remade one of the games I play, I'm just gonna play this one. I don't play. Okay, I like Skyrim. I like a lot about Skyrim. It's probably the Elder Scrolls that I play the least, because I feel like that's one of the things I dislike about it is becoming the master of everything. So I felt like my original playthrough, pretty much I did everything, and a little bit later I played again, and then a little bit later, it was more like 5 or more years later, when the special edition came out, whenever that was, I played again, and anything I hadn't experienced already, I experienced at that point. And so I feel like I've done everything now. So I don't really have a reason to play it so much anymore. Oh yeah, shoot, I need to change arrows. Lucky that I just built a new PC like last year. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad it's running smooth for you. Eventually I will upgrade. My hardware is like 5 years or more old. I like a little outdated. What was I looking for? Can steel work, or does it have to be silver? Okay, well, I don't even think that hit him, but since my hotkey menu's not working really well, let's do fight fire with fire. And since my sword, my menu will pop up, my sword is enchanted. Okay. Do a couple hits, hide behind my guy. Alright, come on. Ouch. Ouchie. This feels so disrespectful. Just whacking this guy in the face. He's already dead. And there he goes. Okay. Got that ectoplasm, there we go. Let's see. Skyrim is still my most played. Something about the game stuck with you. Well, that's great. I'm glad. It's a great game. I think maybe I've just played so much of it, and you know, I grew up with Morrowind and then Oblivion, and Morrowind will pretty much always be the one that I play most. So, what the heck was that sound? Oh, that was my ghost disappearing. Okay, that was strange. Skyrim feels the least like Elder Scrolls. It's weird, since it's a 200-year time jump. You know, there's a lot I could say. Again, to preface, I love Skyrim. It's great. I've played probably thousands of hours, in the low thousands. I've played a lot more Morrowind, and Oblivion is kind of in between there in terms of playtime. But anyway, it's like it feels like so many things were homogenized. One of the big examples I always use is like them turning horkers into walruses. Like they took some of the weird things and just made them kind of like kind of common, if that makes sense, or kind of a little too realistic. And so they kind of lost a little bit of flavor, at least in my opinion. I do wish the horkers were still like 3-pronged narwhals, you know, and I wish that I don't know, I wish we still had some of the creatures that we used to have. Trying to think of other examples of creatures specifically, but I also feel one thing that it sounds funny initially, right? What I'm about to say, it sounds funny initially, but when you play Skyrim as much as we all have, you'll understand what I'm saying. I heard years ago, this was somebody's complaint about the game, is everything's gray. Everything's dim, drab, depressing, and gray. And I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, there's beautiful green environments and stuff. But a lot of the world is just gray and snowy, and it, you know, that's one point where realism kind of gets to you. But after, like, that combined with the menus, like, look at the menus in this game. They're bright. There's, like, the sounds of pages turning. This map is a literal map I have on my wall in a frame. And you just got all these different pages, and there's, like, tears in the parchment and everything. Then you go to Skyrim, and it's like you're messing with the settings on your Xbox or something, or you're checking your PC specs, and you're like, it just feels so disconnected. Like, I'll be playing the game and I'll press start and I'll be like, wait a minute, this ain't right. You know, or I'll open my inventory menu and I'm just like, wait, where am I going again? I don't know, sometimes things get updated for the sake of being updated, and I don't know. I think they tried to make it feel comfortable, and you do get used to it, but I don't know. It lacks a little bit of charm, in my opinion. Doesn't mean I don't like the game. It's like, it's a small part, but the thing is, you are in your menu like every few seconds for whatever reason, you know, checking this item, upgrading this, doing whatever, doing your skill tree. I love the way they showed skills with the constellations. That's really cool. What? I don't know. I just was gonna say, hey.
Captain Dougal's rumored treasure has to be true. I wonder if the first Count of Anvil found it.
Gosh. Sorry. That went down the wrong pipe. And that's why we mute when we take a drink, chat. Onyx is alive, don't worry. Unlike this bandit here. Let's see here. With Daggerfall Unity, Open Morrowind, and now this, Skyrim paradoxically feels like the most dated Elder Scrolls game. Let's see. Let me catch up with chat a little bit here. Least favorite Elder Scrolls is Arena. Yeah, it was really hard for me to try and get into also. Trying to get the remaster working on their old computer, but he hates how gray and dull Skyrim looks. Yeah, it's fair. I would say, you know, if he can push past it, that's cool. Because it's fun. You know, it's a good game, but yeah, those menus do get pretty sad. If you use Beth INI, it's an advanced settings manager. You can raise the saturation. You know what? I probably will. Really do like the Oblivion map. Think it needs more roads. Yeah, that's true. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the lore videos. Alright, let's go check up here, see what's going on. I don't think this is a full-fledged fort, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Or we're coming up upon one. Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's see what's in here. Hold on. Do I want to do this, or do I want to go mark that point right here real quick? Yeah, let's go up here. Alright. At some point I'm going to do all those so that we can do the Nine Divines questline, but, or Knights of the Nine. But for now, we're just kind of playing. We're just having fun. Yeah, Serana's just sitting in a box. She's just vibing. Okay, let's go ahead and put a torch on. Alright. I know how to deal with the likes of you. I have Turn Undead in case I need it. I'm going to try not to use it a whole lot, but it is fun to have a reason to use it, you know? Screw it. I just want to see... You can't go anywhere. Just try to run. Just try to... Yeah, try to run. Where are you going? Did I miss him? Oh. It's fine. He's dead. Cut him right in half. It's really fun to think about in Fallout. You can play through all the previous games knowing the sole survivor is currently snoozing. Yeah, he's sitting in that little frozen chamber. Okay, we're going to need to upgrade to silver or something soon because I don't think we're going to come across, now that we're at a certain level, we're going to start coming across a lot of these guys and then a lot of wraiths. So I can hit him with the Debaser, but this won't be my weapon forever. We need silver arrows. That's what we need. Dang, I hit him 3 times. Oh shoot, there's a skelly over here. Well, he's not even reacting. What about you? Will you react to it? If I can hit you? No, these guys are immune. Let's see if I can survive. Oh, okay. We need some potions here. Desperately. Okay. I know I have some in here. This is just another thing with the menu. I'm like, I do wish that it had those separations, right? That way things could just be quicker and easier. Going down to Anvil and doing that quick quest for Red Wave is a good start. That's true. I just gotta work my way there. Let's go ahead. Do I not have any? I know I have some fatigue potions. Okay. Alright, let's just kind of vibe for a sec. Alright. He's coming to us, so. But he takes so much of our health out. Okay. Overreacted a little bit there, maybe. But where's our skelly friend? He just... Maybe that spell did affect him and he just ran off. Oh, nice. Okay. A few more potions here. That's good. Oh. Breaking through these coffins. Just looting. That's so bad, just grave robbing. Oh. Yeah, my more roleplay centric characters just never do that. Okay. Where did you go? I was gonna say, talking about future videos, I mentioned on the first, I can't remember if it was the first stream or the last stream, but we were talking about, like when I was staying at the hotels, like I just like to stay at the inns and the taverns and stuff, and we were talking about what the next video is going to be, because I'm just going to let the, that's happened a lot. We were talking about what the next video is going to be in terms of, like, you know, they're typically big videos and stuff, and right now I'm just, you know, I thought I could dodge or dip under that. I'm letting this one ride for a minute, but I want to do one where I go over all the hotels and stuff, and so I spent today, or the early part of today, coming up with my criteria and coming up with all the things I want to cover. Okay, those are based on time. All right. How many of you? Okay, just one. Thought I saw more. You know, I could be using my welcome stones to recharge this thing. I keep forgetting that. Alright, give me a good hit. Alright. Let's do that real quick. Because I kind of forgot you could do that. Do skeletons scream like that in Skyrim? I don't remember. I don't think they do. Oh, okay, the welcome stones are just for Magicka. It's the Varla stones that are for recharging. Okay. And now it is gone. It's fine. My other characters would collect that, but right now we don't have a home to put things in, so it's all good. Plus having extra room to grab stuff is fun too. One thing I like about every Elder Scrolls is how different each culture and aesthetic is, from Gothic, Alien, Roman. Yeah, they do combine a lot of interesting things. I think one of the most interesting is, at least in ESO, they've really dove into it, is the Indian style, Indian / just general Asian styles of Khajiit architecture and stuff, and then also the styles of the Argonians being kind of like Mayan or Aztec. Dang, he just jumped up there. See if I can get my bow out. Oh, yep, he's gonna run up top. Okay. Yeah, this menu is not wanting to cooperate with me. Going from the Viking and old medieval stuff, dude, for sure. That's another thing that makes the game feel just maybe a little too realistic for some people. or a little too common or similar to other things is, you know, Viking stuff has been done. There's so many games and lore things you can dive into that have to do with that sort of thing. And you could say the same thing about Oblivion. I think, not so much now, but when I was younger, I was kind of bummed out by just how normal... Oh. Dude, he just did a complete 180. I was bummed out by how normal some of the things were. I was like, okay, you know, you ride horses, that's cool, but you just fight undead, and there's like trolls, and this feels very much like, man, we went a ways back, didn't we? This feels much like your standard fantasy game, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. It does feel like Cyrodiil and Skyrim were safe choices. Yeah, I want them to be weird, you know. I want them to be like Morrowind. Like, I want giant mushroom trees. I want something strange to be in the environment. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Note to self: quick save if I'm going to be playing on higher difficulty, because dang. All right. Let's see. I forget if there was anything over here. Okay, this is the room with the ghost, and this does not affect it, but it does affect the skeleton. So I'll just fight this guy. Oh, did he paralyze me? Is that what's going on here? I think I just had low fatigue and he hit me. A surprising amount of the flora in this game also grows natively where I live. Well, I'm happy that it feels like a magical version of where you live. That's pretty cool. Yeah, when I was going over it in the video, I realized just how many plants are simply video game versions of what actually exists in the world, so it's pretty cool. Alright, this is getting a bit touch and go. Alright, there we are. Alright, we're picking back up. We're not super far from where we died. I do need to loot these again, though. Funny thing, since Nords really hate magic over in Skyrim. What are we referring to there? Yeah, we're gonna have to... I don't want to get 180'd again by a freaking skeleton. Dang. That's fast. Keeps dodging all my shots. Alright. He is down. Can I get my arrows back, please? Thank you. Can't go to Bruma anymore because you keep getting flash forwards to Skyrim. In a negative way, or you're just like, oh, that place is too similar. I was pretty surprised when I was doing the Pantheons video and I realized that like the Nords that were in Bruma at that point did not believe in Talos, or at least believe that he was a god. I thought that was really interesting, considering how pivotal that is to Skyrim's plot as an entire story. Please say you took some damage from that. You did. Okay. Hit him with the piss beam. Got him. Okay. You just hate the snow. I get it. I think it's cool when the snow is just a part of the game, and less so when it's almost every environment you're in. But ultimately, I think that's probably why the Pale is probably the people's least favorite. Dang, you just can't avoid those, I guess. Probably people's least favorite region of Skyrim, because it's just snow, just lots and lots of snow and nothing else. All right, he dealt himself a fatal blow, didn't he? What? Oh, there... I guess there was a net that I tripped. Probably need to put that torch back on, don't I? Alright. So, something else, not Elder Scrolls related, but something else that I had been meaning to do this weekend, I'm probably going to do it tomorrow, is, oops, come on, press the spell, okay. My original Xbox, I busted it out the other day, because I was like, hey, I'm going to play some old games on it, and just do some nostalgic stuff. And, I plugged it in, and I checked everything, and it has all the symptoms of trace rot, which, if you don't know what trace rot is, it's basically where the capacitors and everything leak, and then they basically leak battery acid all over everything, and so it messes with the copper wiring and all the copper that's in the motherboard, and so it causes itself to turn itself on and stuff like that, and it's just generally very problematic, and you can't use it. So I'm gonna have to be messing with that tomorrow. I'm probably gonna take it apart and just at least get a look into it. I don't have the materials yet to do the other Nintendo fixes and refurbishings that I wanted to do, so it's going to be a minute till that happens. Just want them to add depth in Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah, kind of like, I don't know. I feel like there was some depth in Skyrim. If you really dig in, if you read the books and you go do all this cool stuff, there's a lot to like about Skyrim. It just feels different. And I think one of the things that makes it feel different is that it doesn't have your... It has skills, you know, but it doesn't have attributes, and you can... I think one of my complaints with this game as well is that I don't think you should be able to be the master of every guild on one character. It's just... I get tired of, you know, your character is the hero or whatever. In Morrowind, it's pretty much like, oh, everyone hates you, and then you are basically a nobody, and you can live that way. Like, that can just be your Morrowind experience. It's like, oh, maybe you aren't the Nerevarine, you know? But in Skyrim, you are the Dragonborn. Like, it's just you are, and there's all this urgency of like, oh, go here, do this, and you know, it's... You know, when Delphine's like, oh, we have to go to the place near Kynesgrove or whatever to go see him awaken a dragon, like, we can't waste any time, let's go. And so you follow her, and you go do this. Hello, skeleton. You follow her and you do this, or you can just, like, wait, like, a week and then do it then. You know, but there's all this, this crazy hype from her about, like, oh, we have to do this now, it's imperative. But it's kind of strange because it's... that haste is artificial. Like, just right now, like, Kvatch is burning and being torn apart by the Daedra, and we're just in a fort running around, you know what I mean? And we've heard whispers of it here and there, but there's no one saying, like, you know, Joffrey's like, oh, you have to go find Martin, but there's no one saying, oh, this is happening, go there right now, and everywhere you go, someone's talking about it. Let's see. ES6 might be both High Rock and Hammerfell. That'd be pretty cool. Let's see. Imagine you can be a pirate in Elder Scrolls 6. I know this is coping, but they added vehicles. We'll see. You know, we'll see. Yeah, they're pretty much a sidekick, for sure. When I was a kid, I complained about that, but as an adult, I think it's kind of cool. That's one way in which your character is your own character. And I like not being, you know, the Deus Ex Machina of every problem, and I like my character actually working for any of the fame that they get. Those lights are so pretty. Not to say that that doesn't happen in Skyrim, because it does, but it just feels a little different in these games. Alright, we need to go this way. Let's see. I wish you have actual penalties for failing a mission or being... Yeah, because in Morrowind, there were exclusions. Like, if you were part of one guild, you couldn't be part of another because they hate each other, or they just disagree on things. And your character had to have very specific skills and stuff. So there were some guilds you could work it to where you could do certain ones, but like the great houses, unless you glitch, you're not going to do all those on the same character. Things like that. And then if you mess something up, you get kicked out, and then you have to basically beg to come back into the guild, and you have to usually do some kind of thing to like pay your penance for making those mistakes. Lavender, nice. Let's see. I do like the Morrowind D&D character sheet. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You have some skills, but manipulating that, and also that draws back to just how many skills Morrowind had. It was I don't know, it was something special. So many different things you could do, and you become either you become very average at a lot of things and master of none, or you become just like someone who has like 3 or 4 really good skills that your character is known for. And as a matter of fact, like as a player, you end up remembering that character because you're like, oh, that's the one I did the Thieves Guild on, and that's the one that like can pick a lock super easy first try every time or whatever. But you don't really get that in Skyrim because it's like that line that they didn't think would be any big deal from The Incredibles, where that one kid, the villain, he's like, if everyone's super, no one is. So if you're the leader of everything, it kind of feels like it doesn't matter because you just get praised everywhere you go. And I get that it's like a power fantasy, right? But I don't know. It's just not something that really resonated with me. I like to work for my place in the world. Come on, Wolfie. They really did a number to the quality of those capacitors. Oh, for the Xbox. The main reason why the first version of the 360 got the red ring of death. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, they needed to learn, didn't they? Seems they did. My Xbox One is the original version, and I've had that since 2014. Still kicking. Skyrim doesn't. You just gain less money. Yeah, it's like, oh, you messed up. You botched this job. Well, I'll just take a couple gold off of that. You're a millionaire anyway. You don't feel it. Morrowind always made me feel like part of the world instead of the point of the world. Yeah, I think that comes in the way where you would actually be told during the campaign, oh, this is so cool. Oh, look at all the mushrooms on the side too. But just like, think of how cool it would be to just walk through one of these in real life. So sick. Anyway, where was I? Sorry, that was really cool. Yeah, all the quests, there's like exclusionary things, but there's also like no one believes you. You actually have to go through a heck of a lot to even try and say that you are the Nerevarine, and even then, a lot of people don't believe you. Even at the end of the game, like spoilers for people who haven't played it, but after you've beaten the game, beaten all the DLCs and everything, you can straight up tell people like, hey, I killed insert this character that's really important, but I don't want to spoil. And they're like, no you didn't. I just haven't seen them in a while. But I don't believe you killed them. I don't know, it's cool. It's like, even though you are you formed yourself into the one, or proved that your character was an incarnation, even still, people react somewhat realistically. And I think something else about the game that makes it feel a little more like realistic is how you have what am I looking for here? It's like you have an unreliable narrator, and every story of what happened at Red Mountain is different and has its own goals for the people who wrote it, and so on and so forth. We'll come back to this cave. I actually kind of want to get the main story stuff rolling. But yeah, it's cool. I like those things that make it feel like you're actually, like you said, a part of the world and not the point of the world. Is the hero ever mentioned in Skyrim in any capacity, like in books or anything? Sheogorath is one thing, but I wonder what else there is. Like Nerevarine was mentioned a decent amount. I think the hero of Kvatch was mentioned during the quest when you find Sindarian's body and you do like all the Nirnroot stuff. I think they were mentioned, because I think they say like, oh, the hero of Kvatch brought the first Nirnroot sample to Sindarian and yada yada yada. But honestly, I think the hero's just kind of forgotten about in history, because they helped facilitate some things, they helped retrieve some items and stuff, but ultimately it's Martin who, use the amulet to do what he needed to do, right? So it makes sense to me that that he wasn't a big focal point, and honestly that just makes it more enjoyable. It feels like there's a lot less stress on your shoulders, you know, when you're just a guy. You're just a person. Guy, girl, whatever, you're just a person in the world doing stuff. And although you have a path laid out before you, you don't necessarily have to follow it. And you're not heavily pressured to do so. And I don't, you know, there's quest markers and all this other stuff, but typically I just ignore them. I just do my thing, and my character knows that, oh yeah, I should probably go talk to that, you know, that guy at Kvatch, but... Ran Oblivion on your Steam Deck and it runs fine. Wow, okay. Well, I'm happy for you. I'm happy that it runs well, because I remember, I think you mentioned it last time you were on the stream, and I didn't think it would run super hot, because, I mean, you can see how it's running on my computer. But also I don't know the specs of a Steam Deck or how it even functions. I'm very unfamiliar with it. Shame they had to cut a lot of the Civil War quest line. Yeah, I remember the final battle, even when I was younger, the final battle for that quest line where my side went against the other side, and I'm like, this is the final battle? Like, this is the big old, this is the war coming to a head? I was like, oh, you know, there's people that are holding down garrisons, or, you know, there's other reasons that you could say for why it's not like a full bunch of people out here battling it out. But I don't know, I remember being a little bit underwhelmed. But it's also very much a like a capacity issue, especially, you know, they were limited by console for a long time, and in some ways people would say they still are. So yeah, there were many limits to what the 360 could handle when that game came out. Oh, let's see, what spell do I have on? So I was replaying Oblivion and met Sindirian, and it's like, yeah, you're gonna be in a skeleton in a cave soon. Yeah, poor guy. He's like, oh, I hope the Falmer don't mess with me. And they killed him. Because I'm pretty sure it was the Falmer specifically, and not just the Dwemer automatons. What is happening? Why is my... Okay. That was a glitch. My sword was just... My block was being held permanently. So have you guys heard of any good mods so far for this game? Or has anyone really looked? I haven't. I've just been playing, but I think New Vegas was hit the hardest with the capacitors on the 360. There was so much they had to cut. Yeah, it was hit pretty hard. Then again, that was a very ambitious game. Okay, I want to get all the mushrooms, but I need to start being more selective, because some of them I don't even remember what they're doing, and I'm just grabbing willy-nilly. Okay, restore strength here. I know that's not a mushroom, but let's see what else we got. Steel blue Interlomas, fire damage. Okay, fire poisons. That's perfect. I just need to remember what else goes with it to make a fire poison. Restore agility and shield. Damage, luck, damage, fatigue. That's just going to be one we sell, probably. I don't remember if it has any other good effects. But yeah, okay. So we'll take all the Interlomas that we see. I just need to remember what else does fire damage as a poison. The first mod you've seen was a lighting mod that brought it back to the original colors. Now, does it bring back, like, the vibrancy? Is this the one you were mentioning earlier, or what do you mean exactly by original colors? Saw a Dremora Patrol mod. Oh, okay. That would definitely make the roads more dangerous. Oh, speaking of danger. Didn't even see that guy. Might be different if I had a torch out. Come on, puppy. Okay, we're getting down to the wire. Did I hear another one? Okay, no, we're good. I do hear another one. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit that healing potion, and then probably get my torch out so I can actually see what I'm doing out here. The reason I put it away is I didn't know if it would like reveal my location slightly or make me more easily seen, which I'm not sure if that's an actual function in Oblivion, but I think it is in Morrowind, so I wouldn't see why. I would see why they'd remove it. Yeah, honestly, I just want the game to look more vibrant, and I also want it to run smoother. But again, that's like probably on my hardware. That's ugly guy. Boom. Yeah, so I don't remember if I mentioned earlier, but I went through one cave and I was fighting this goblin, and I was shooting him with the bow, and every time I shot this one goblin with the bow in that specific cave, okay, help time, the game would crash. It just popped into my mind as something that might happen again, and so it's something, you know, if a crash does occur, we'll be back. Yeah, just keep that in mind. I'm not sure why it happened, and there were multiple goblins, and it only happened when I shot the one, so I think it might be something we can kind of control a little bit, hopefully. Okay. Dang, just a dead imp on a bunch of dead leaves. That's a wild sight for it being Oblivion. There's a lot of cool visuals that you end up with, but you wouldn't see otherwise. Grey Rock Cave. We will visit this place later. Too much loot to grab, too much to sell. We don't need any more monk's hood for now. I think we have a lot. Beth I is for older games like Skyrim and back. No clue if they'll have an Oblivion Remastered option, but the lighting mod for Remastered makes it look vibrant like the original. Yeah, I will probably get that then. Do you know if the game picks it up as a mod, and if so, will that nullify achievements? Because that is something I kind of want to do this time around. Hey, look, I have another effect on me. I have the ice attack effect or lightning attack effect on me. It's kind of funny. Alright, I'm gonna get a drink 1 sec. Alright. Draw power from the well. Let's keep on trucking. We're almost there. Let's see. Let's look at the map. Yep, we're almost to Skingrad. What was that? Was that the sound of a minotaur? We're gonna go find out. That sounded very strange. Oh, flax, nice. I heard something that sounded like a cow mooing. But we're not close enough to town for animals, and I also don't think that there's cows. At least there's not in the original. Oh, it's a bunch of goblins. Okay, cool. I do like the creepy smile, the creepy look they give you like this. When they like follow you, they're like so full of themselves. Ouch. For good reason, I guess. Messing me up. Realize much of the HUD is similar to ESO. Yes. You know, one thing I noticed that people have, because I was an Xbox One ESO player. I'll play it again someday, but not for a little while. But one thing I figured out recently through a podcast is that on PC, when you have players that are in your group and you're looking around for them, they show up on your compass. That is not on Xbox. On Xbox, pretty much everyone just looks for whoever's crown, like whoever's leading the party. everyone like meet up on ground because no one can say I'm over here. They're like, what do you mean? Like that means nothing to me because I can't see you on my compass. Dang. Okay. We're gonna play a little differently here. We're gonna die is what we're gonna do. Oh, I'm gonna die as soon as I come out of this menu. And I haven't saved in a while. Hold on. Oh yeah, we saved right there. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. We've got a quick save, so we'll just not battle those goblins right now. I want to get to an interior cell so things can like read well in the game again. ESO was based on Skyrim. Yeah, that's true. Although I think what we have right here, the only things I would say that were like ESO in this, I guess, would just be when you find a location and it says it and stuff, and that's really about it, maybe? Yeah, let's stay on the road. Let's stay on the road. We're so close to this. This guy was here the whole time, and he didn't hear the commotion. What a punk. No, you don't need to sleep to save in this game, but you do need to sleep in order to level. I think the only games you needed to sleep to save were the first two, right? Arena and Daggerfall. I may also have that wrong, but I think that's the case. Love the new loading screens. Yeah, the original was just a filter over screenshots. They look pretty unique now. Yeah, well, I think as far as stylized HUDs go, that's another weird noise, but I'm not going to follow it, so I want to live. I want to go to Skingrad and just not suffer. Let's see. Oh, I'm turned around now. Okay. Let's get back on the road. This is so pretty. It would probably be even better looking if I had better hardware. Let's see. Give me all these plants. Yeah, as someone mentioned earlier, a lot of the plants in Oblivion are real plants. That's why in the alchemy video, I gave most of them their, if I could find one that I thought was accurate, because some of these are just, like, approximations of the real plants. Some of them are pretty dang close, but again, they're mostly approximations, and so I tried to find which specific epithet would match best to the plant itself, and that's the scientific name that I put in the video. Man, this place looks so pretty in modern graphics. I do wish it was more vibrant, so I'm probably going to look into the Beth Ionai. Let's see. I assume it's pronounced that way because of Ionai files. Could be wrong, but I think that's how it's pronounced, probably. Vividly remember the aloe vera growing corn. Oh! I'll have to... You know what? I'll have to look at that again, because the way aloe vera looks in this game, I don't think it's corn, but it has like a fluffy stalk at the top, which is just not like real life. It's its own version. It's just a video game version of aloe vera. Very pretty, though. Very pretty. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm just way too high up here. I got carried away checking stuff out. So let's go very carefully. Man, it's been a while since I went rock climbing. Gotta go visit the mountains soon. That'd be very fun. Okay. Well, we're almost to Skingrad. That's cool. We're just outside the gate. Let me take this torch off real quick. Alright. Look at this. This is foreboding. It's like this. Everything's empty here. If I fast travel back, I'll have my horse, but pretty sure she'll be here when I come back out or something. Oh, Callisto, you got played. For the VOD audience, Callisto says when they first played Oblivion, they took a friend's advice, and their friend said to go get the Anvil House first, because it's a good starter house. Straight up tricked them into the spookiness.
What is it?
Bro,
I'm Gaston Cyrilli.
you're one of the
Perhaps
Cyrillis
you've
and
met my brother
you're
David.
just mean.
Together, we are the Cyrilli Brothers Winery.
Why were you so mean at first?
Skingrad is the wine-producing capital of Tamriel. You must sample our local wines. You'll never taste better. The 415 vintages were particularly good. The 399, well, a once-in-a-lifetime experience, if you can find a bottle.
Those are the ones that you get for that one lady, I think. She wants you to find and collect a bunch
Hammer
of
and
them.
Tongs is a good place to get your armor repaired. Just don't go early in the morning. Agnet usually isn't feeling so well then.
Alright. Yeah, it ain't matching, is it, Megan? It's not matching.
Be seeing you.
Over here!
Oh my god, it's this
Yes.
guy.
We can't talk here. Too public. Meet me behind the great chapel at midnight. Don't let anyone follow you. I'll make it worth your while.
Do we trust those yellow, wide eyes? Kind of want to do it. Actually, I kind of want to do that quest.
Well met.
Yeah, man, everything feels so dark. Have you ever actually killed anyone Glarthur told you to spy on? You know what? I don't remember the last time I did that quest. It must have been so long ago. Two Sisters Lodge. Salmo, the baker's house. Ooh, we gotta go in here. We need some feather ingredients. Can't believe I'm saying it, but the remaster faces are somehow equally uncanny. I agree. There's something
A sweet
strange.
roll. But of course, Salmo is famous for his sweet rolls.
Oh my gosh.
One taste, and you
Case
are
in
in
point.
heaven, on top of the world.
Case in
yes?
point. My man just blinked and his pupil went through his eyelid. I don't know if anyone else saw that. Have you noticed a weird wood elf around here named Glarthur?
I ask myself, do I like you enough to tell you about this?
Well, I guess I don't care. Wait,
I'm through
what time is it? Oh,
talking to you.
why was I able to walk in and it's not even 8 o'clock? Should have been a limit to like 9 or something. Alright, let's see. Let's skip ahead an hour and see if he's actually running the shop front, because I want to get some ingredients for feather potions. Look at that light. That light just coming in and on the freaking chairs. It's so pretty.
Make it quick.
Make it quick. You're supposed to sell things.
Enough talk.
Right? Why can't I buy stuff from you? You're supposed to... I'm running the shop now. You had your chance. Yeah, think about it some more. What can I do to make him actually sell his stuff?
I could never leave Skingrad. All my good friends here would die without my sweet rolls. The rest of the world must suffer as best it can without me.
Dude, his eyes poking... That's so weird. I don't know if anyone else is seeing it, but the very center of his like pupil on, from our direction, the left eye, it's breaking through the eyelid. Every once in a while, it's so strange. I desperately need to know what Blackwood looks like. I haven't been there either. I'm super excited because a lot of mushrooms grow there, so I'm excited to go over there. And he just leaves. He's just... I guess this is my shop now. Somebody earlier asked what house am I going to pick and where I'm going to live. I guess the choice is made for me. Alright. I don't have a lot of experience baking bread. I've made sourdough before. But don't know how to do the rest of this, so... Good luck to everyone who shows up. Oh, are you actually going to come back behind the counter and be
Good morning.
a salesman?
Make it quick.
The answer's
I'm
no.
through talking to you.
Can we... I don't know why he hates me so much. Let's skip a few hours. Yeah, let's just rebrand. Let's just change everything. I'll learn how to make different stuff. This will be the mushroom shop, right? I'll just grow all my mushrooms and just bring them here to sell. Okay.
Stop talking.
This guy sucks. Shoot, I was so excited to like buy some sweet rolls and make feather potions, but I can't because the guy doesn't freaking sell them. He doesn't sell anything. He's not... Yeah, no wonder he's mad, but I haven't made a single sale yet, and it's been like an hour in game time. And he's missing his shoulders. This is not the first time on this single stream where someone's been missing a part of their body.
A sweet roll? But of course, Salmo is famous for his sweet
Hold on, I think we reset
One
it.
taste, and you are in heaven. On top of the world, yes?
No, we didn't. Okay.
Stop talking.
Alright, well... That was fun. Guy has no shoulders, no wonder he's so angry. He had his shop momentarily taken over. Yeah, I think I understand. Man. The sounds of the chirping... This is goofy, but the sounds of the chirping birds and just like looking at these graphics and the way the lighting's sitting on everything, I just had a moment where I was just like, oh shoot, I'm actually here. Like I'm walking, like I have my arms resting on this cold stone, and I'm just looking around. There's bugs flying around that barrel. There's probably some old rotten food in it or something. These buildings are not well taken care of. Yeah, Selma's having a very bad day. Callisto, yeah, maybe. Maybe. You know, oh, okay. Well, it's only 1 o'clock, but close up shop. Can't imagine why none of your stock has sold. That's got to be a glitch. But yeah, he's pretty rude. He might be my Dark Brotherhood introduction. Oh hey, since we're in Skingrad, oh that looks just as cool as I thought it would. Look at the chapel that's just looming over everything. Even though these buildings are so tall, it still looks massive. Let's go look at the statue of Julianus. These beautiful red trees. I'm glad they're still red. He's still got the triangle. He still has the... What's the guy's name from Gravity Falls? Bill? He still has Bill right there. Oblivion Remastered doesn't feel real. It feels like you're dreaming. Same here. This is like... It's just too cool to be real, kinda. So... Yeah, part of me is just like, wow, this is... Well, it's also partially more surreal because I never streamed before, and I started streaming with this, and so it's really cool to talk to other people who, like, know what the heck I'm talking about. And, you know, we can reference things and we'll understand what each of us is speaking about, because there's so many people I'm like, oh, look at that thing, look at that thing. I feel like freaking Leonardo... Oh my gosh. Sorry, I live on a busy road. I feel like Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at the screen and be like, look, they did it, they did it. And there's so many people in my personal life that are just like, what are you on about? Just wish I could play it, but I feel like my 2070S would catch on fire loading his wrinkles. That's fair. I have a 2060, and it runs really well with the current settings I have. It runs really well on full screen mode specifically, not what's it called? Not borderless windowed. That runs pretty poorly, but on full screen it runs pretty nice on interiors specifically. Exteriors not so much, but I'm hoping to get an upgrade at some point.
Blessings of the Nine.
Blessings
My
of the
name
Nine.
is Tumenville. I am the chapel priest. I'm sure you can find your way around the chapel by yourself.
Wish they'd committed to making certain characters resemble their actors. Yeah, that would be cool. I wonder what the my sister's being funny. She must be watching the stream. She just asked me what I'm on about. She's goofy. Yeah, it would be also though, like Patrick Stewart, you know, that'd be kind of weird. It's like, these are the final days of my life. And he's just like wearing a Star Trek outfit. I heard Anvil Chapel was attacked. What can you tell me about this?
The worst thing is, no one even knows what happened. People heard the screams, but when they broke down the chapel doors, everyone was already dead.
Well, that does not sound very fun.
You know, if you need to get better at archery, you should talk to Raymond Broder. He's quite a good shot.
Raymond Broder. I'm on about a lot. Let me catch up here. My biggest issue with the remaster is that it's digital only.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, that's my issue. I would love to get into a freaking tirade about that at some point. The other day I heard the phrase, I heard someone going on in a YouTube video about how they love physical media, and that just, the fact that we even have to just, you know, the fact that it's so readily recognized that you can't actually own things anymore, like, without getting too far into it, you know, you rent on Netflix, you rent to your apartment, you rent this, you rent that, and it's just like, having a physical copy that I can play offline. I mean, most computers don't even come with disk drives anymore. So it's like, even if you do have a disc, it's just, you know, you have to buy an external disk drive to use it. There's a lot I could say on that topic. Morrowind remaster soon. So Todd Howard has said in the past that he would not ever remake it. He didn't say remaster, but he said he would never remake it because it's as perfect as it could be, in his opinion. Bong, is that 5 o'clock? Oh, it's 3 o'clock. But yeah, I swear I saw physical copies in the leak. In the leak, I think what you may have seen is the images that showed the difference between the regular and then whatever the deluxe edition. I think might have been what you saw. Blessings of the 9. It's about to be 8 soon. That's true. I'm on about stuff, admin. We are watching your stream as our dinner entertainment. Well, thank you. I hope it is entertaining. You missed a lot. Oh my gosh, guys, we can go talk to Salmo now. Is it? Oh. Oh. He's not here. Oh, nope, he's over here.
Go on.
He's still... This man will not sell me any freaking bread.
Stop talking.
He's so rude. You know, I wanted this to be, like, partially realistic to, like, how my character would actually play, but I think we found our Dark Brotherhood introduction. Oh, he can see me. Well.
Help! Help! I'm being attacked!
Fight me. Oh my gosh. I love how his fists are doing more than my sword. That's cool. That's really nice. No one will ever get sweet rolls in this town again. Oh no. Oh no. Looks like we're gonna reload a save. Alright guys, let's see how long I can live. Alright, let's see how long I can live. I want to go outside so we can actually see all the guards like running after us. Okay. I will have to catch up with chat in a second. We're doing some crazy stuff right now. Alright, Giuliano, save me. Give me the wisdom. Give me the wisdom to survive this event. Alright, how many guards can I rack up on my chase before I lose them? Before I die? So far we have 2. Let's try and... Let's get another. Oh, there's 3. Oh, he's waiting for me. It's like you thought you could get away. Jump! Ooh! Should have paid the fine. That's what you think. Oh, there's guard number 4. Nope. You coming at me? Yes, he is. Jump over the wall. Oh. Okay. Alright, we got 4 on us so far. No, there's 5. Oh, I'm pretty much out of sprint. Oh. Dang. We ain't gonna make it. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red dots. Okay. Let's see if we can't just totally make them go for a ride. This is goofy. I haven't done this kind of goofy thing in the game in years. Oh, we got 2 more. Let's call that 8. Oh. Ouch. Oh, I'm in a dead end. I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm not here, I said.
Paid the fine.
Oh. Well, there it is. There it is, everybody. Life as a life as a service. That's too true. That's such a sad but accurate understanding of just how things are right now. As a okay, I miss Blockbuster. Yeah, as a physical film collector, yeah, I think a lot of us could empathize with one another about this, or sympathize. Let's see. Hold on. Are the paintings on the wall the original game screenshots? Let's see. Let me go back into this jerk's house. We'll see if they are, because the original ones were by Thandis. I think they are. Yeah, those are still the original game screenshots, just with the filter. Oh yeah, no wonder you have a big cobweb in here, because you don't sell anything. This stuff is probably hard as a brick anyway. I mean, the sweet rolls do look really good, I'm not gonna lie. But, well, hey, you know what? He's gone. He's gone, everybody. He's not gonna sell them to me, I'm gonna get them one way or another. Also, it might be the sweet cake specifically that does the effect I'm going for. Let's see. GTA, but without the auto. Yep. Grand Theft Life? I mean, I did kill him. Or I tried to. Let's go for 6. Yeah. If these guards only put that much dedication into the Daedric invasion. Yeah, they don't seem to put too much effort in, do they? Alright, we've been messing around enough. Let's go make some sales. I think I probably have to go to the other side of town, because everyone knows that the shops over here don't freaking function. Let's look at the... Is there another side of town? Am I tripping? I must be. No, there's another side of town. Because there's a statue
What do you want,
I remember
Ashborn?
seeing that's... Did you just call me Ashborn? That's rude, Mr. I can't close my lips. Sweet rolls. Yep, we got a bunch of them.
Spare a coin for the infirm.
Foul Fagus. Yeah, you can have a
Me
coin.
children will thank you for your help.
Yeah, I'll give you one.
Thank you, kind sir. Thank you,
Or 2.
blessings of Archay upon ye.
Alright, well, we're in the town of what's his name? Julianus, so it's kind of strange that he picked Archay, but it's all good. Oh, I do want to do Mage's Guild at some point. I'm excited to see what that's like, but I want to make an all-magic character for that. There you go, Grand Theft Sweet Roll, that's what it is. Alright, Gunder, do you have anything to say?
Welcome to Colovian Traders, Skingrad's finest selection of general merchandise. I'm Gunder. Just let me know what you want.
Okay, let's see what you got.
What can I interest you in?
So it looks like he has ingredients. Let's see what kind he has. I would love to make some water walking, but I don't even think at this level of alchemy that I have, I don't even think I can. Because you have to know the ability to be able to make it, even though you could just look online and actually see that these properties are held by the specific ingredient, but if your character doesn't know that, give away 1 bone, I guess so. Same face as the grave robber. Oh, you know, I didn't notice that. And then Callista says, he's very handsome. Okay, let's see. I'll sell the Varla Stone. Darn it. Because I don't have a place to put it right now. So I'll sell it. Yeah, it's all good. We need to make some money anyway. We're gonna start needing to get some stuff, and this character's not gonna use too much
A good price
magic.
for a fine transaction.
Whoops! Accidentally blitzed through that.
Thank you. Come again.
Let's go ahead and
Good
look
day.
at what that boost was. That was in Mercantile, right? Okay, the value of items you sell is no longer reduced if the item is in poor condition. Merchants may also offer better items.
Hey,
Nice.
go ahead.
Okay, well, let's see if that
Can I
happened
interest you in some
right
of
in
my
between
wares?
the first and second sale. Well, iron, it's all iron. I want some better armor, is what I want. How many repair hammers do I have? 9. You know what? Let's
Take
repair
care.
our stuff and then see how many we need. I usually like to keep about 10 on me. Okay. So let's buy a few.
Go ahead. What can I interest you in?
I don't know. Let's see. Wait. I thought that I saw bone meal and I thought I had the bone in my inventory again still. Still can't believe the Nerevarine just waltzed off to Akavir. Yeah, strange. Part of me is kind of upset that they like gave a definitive lore, but honestly, how do you skirt that? How do you get around, you know, probably the most influential and important character in, well, in my opinion, in pretty much all of Elder Scrolls?
That's a good deal.
You can't just say, oh, you know, they lived out their life happily and never had any problems. You gotta address it somehow, so guess it is what it is, but
An excellent bargain.
an excellent bargain. I'm ready to fight some monsters again. Sacred Lotus. We'll use that for poisons. Man, I really want to make a ton of fire poisons, but I can't think of what other ingredient does fire damage off the top of my head. This, we don't need any of these. Drain endurance, it's not going to help us that much against an enemy. Okay, so this guy will buy a lot of things. Yeah, he came to whoop Dagoth, and honestly, I know I said earlier no spoilers or whatever, but it's like a 20-something-year-old game. I mean, he kills Almalexia, and you can kill Vivek, although I don't think canonically the Nerevarine does.
A good bit. You got a great deal
I think
there.
it's just what a lot of people like to believe.
You got a great deal. That's a fair deal.
That's
You've
a fair
made a
deal.
good bit of gold. Come back and see me again.
Okay, maybe. What can you tell me about town?
I like Skingrad just fine. Folks are a little quiet by Skyrim standards, but they're friendly and loyal when they get to know you.
Well, that's good. Sounds like a good town to be in.
Good day.
Can I harvest this garlic? Oh, no. Darn. Because garlic and onions have different properties in this game, and I'm trying to remember which one of them.
Greetings, Dunmer.
Hello.
What?
What?
Amal's at the Fighters Guild has gotten to be an expert on goblin hunting. He just hates the things.
Is it just me, or when she says expert on goblin hunting, it sounds like that was 2 takes? Does anyone else hear the difference between that?
Amal's at the Fighters Guild has gotten to be an expert on goblin hunting. He just hates the things. Take care.
Interesting. Something else I like in Elder Scrolls is that all the shopkeepers, their beds and everything are usually up or downstairs in the same building as the shop, like where they do all their work. It makes sense. That's how it was in a lot of places in the world, you know, hundreds of years ago. So this is too pretty. I don't want to ruin it, so I'll take from these ones back here. I'll take every other one. Okay. Just want a few for the road. What else do we have here? It was 4 takes, you think? All things alchemical, guys. This is the shop we're gonna steal. Oh, hold on. Hold on, I forgot we're about to see something very epic. Everybody pay attention.
Me? I'm Falanu. House Falalu. As if that matters here.
Wait a minute. Wait, she's not doing it, is she?
I'm the only alchemist in Skingrad. Not much business here, but I can't go back to Morrowind. It's just like anywhere else.
Are you kidding? Did they remove the line?
By the way,
oh.
Do you happen to know what the fine is here in Cyrodiil for necrophilia? Just asking.
They kept the line. Is it the first offense?
Let's assume no.
Then it's at least 500 gold.
That's nothing compared to Morrowind. Thanks.
Yeah, it doesn't hit the same, but I'm surprised someone came into the... Yeah, this line... Okay, so I actually made a little short of this because I put it in the Pantheons video. But so not only did they keep the line, but they made a lady... I mean, there's plenty of Dunmer voices in this game that are still original. At least, I think. I want to say that I've talked to some that have the same voice actor, or maybe they kept that specifically for the High Elves, because it was used for both in the original game. But they had her revoice the lines. That is so funny.
I don't know. Never seen that sort of route before.
Oh, I still have the
Head
memory.
over
We
to
can
the
go to
Westfield
Sindarian.
Inn and talk to Sindarian. He could identify it for you, I'm sure.
Sounds good. All right, first, before we go, let me see what we got.
Let's do business.
Expensive, but we're gonna need it. Wait, I probably have a bunch of those still, don't I? Oh no, I've used them all up. Okay, cool. We'll grab some of those. Let's see, restore fatigue. We'll find those all over the place. Damage, health, poisons. I think Dragon's Tongue has both resist and fire damage, but I can't unlock it yet because I don't have... My character doesn't have the skills. Got some flax, okay. We're definitely going to make some feather potions. That'll be helpful. Stuff for health. Let's see, more health potions, perfect. More fire resistance. I could make a frost poison, but that would cost a lot of money right now. Mugwort seeds. What horrors lie with... I don't want to know. Honestly, we can... You know what? I don't think I've ever looked at like her basement or anything. Let's do that. After I get out of this menu. And if I forget, remind me. Damage, health. Fire damage. Oh, it's more Antiloma. More damage, health. Come on. What else does fire damage at this level? I don't think anything. That sucks. Okay. I'll buy one more sweet cake.
You drive a hard bargain.
And pretty much at the end of it, aren't we? Yeah. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's definitely check the basement. Restore intelligence. Let's sell 8 of these. Eventually, I will have a home in the game where I can put all the stuff away, but I don't know how to start that quest. I think I might just need to happen upon it.
That's more than I'd usually pay.
That might be what we do next, actually. Just go. I do want to start fighting the Oblivion portal today. So after that, the next thing we do is we might go to the Frostcrag Spire. Because you might just, in this version of the game, you might just need to happen upon it and then try to go in and see what happens. Sacred Lotus. It's just stuff for poison at this point, so keep a few. Really want to keep the fire damage because those are going to be super useful. Sell 12 of these. She's the type of person to have a flame thrall and a ton of fires. Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. You could probably do the Ayleswell quest and get their in-room. That's true. I might.
Thank you. Come again.
Sure.
Be seeing you.
Oh, hold on. Didn't she, in the original game, am I tripping, or did she have like a door right here that led to the basement? Could have sworn. Anyway, I did quick save, didn't I? Yeah. So let me see if I get in this door quicker than she gets up here. Nope, she's following me. That's okay. Maybe not so okay. I might need to break in here if we really want to see. Hold on. If I get her behind this counter and sprint. Yeah, okay, let's do this. Sprinting, sprinting, sprinting. Can I get up here and start the thing? Oh, I ran in the wrong room. Okay. Whoops. Okay, did she see that? I made it fast enough where she didn't, I suppose. Now what's in the other room? Let's try that one more time. Okay, I'm just gonna try and trick her into staying behind this. And she moves so fast. What's the fine for necrophilia? Probably should be worse than the fine for opening a door. Oh, it's just a really nice place to eat. Okay, looks like you're fine.
Go on.
Go on. Go ahead and sprint through my house.
Leave me alone.
Oh, she did get a
Go on.
little angry with me. But she has some good ingredients, so I might want to... Oh, it's pretty low.
Excellent. I'll take that.
Let's just bribe her a little bit, you know.
Thanks. Take care.
Don't tell anyone that I've unlocked things in your house. I was working on my security skill. That's all I was doing. Alright. Let's move on. I want to check out some other shops. I thought about joining the Fighters Guild. Oh.
It's all over,
oh
Lawbreaker.
Man, he knows.
The spree is at an end. I'll take any stolen goods you have. The next move is yours.
Whatever. Here. There's a reason we quick saved first. Okay. This was before I tried, hopefully. Yes, she is. She was only creepy before. Let me double check that oh, I already did one. Shoot. Okay, I have an idea. What all do I have that is stolen? I can make potions from... I don't know if it will track this. In the original game, I think when you made potions from stolen ingredients, they just became... It was like money laundering. Let's see. So, where is the thing at the bottom? Okay, sweet cakes. We're gonna mix those up with... was it the flax? Yes. Alright, 4 potions of feather. Sweet. And then the sweet rolls we'll make fatigue potions with. I don't think those will get taken. Fingers crossed, because I freaking saved after getting, after making some dumb decisions. Alright, whoops. Sweet rolls are laundered. Something I'm noticing, there's no... In the original game, there was a red hand on items you had stolen. It seems that is no longer the case. Strange. But we'll see. Okay, my weight is 201. And when they come to take stuff from me, I mean, I could always, if it's a problem, I could always just load before I bought stuff from her, and then that could be it. And I just reset.
Stop!
Yeah. I'll pay the gold.
That's too bad. Okay, here's the
Wah wah. Well, let's see if we lose a bunch of stuff. Nope, we didn't lose anything. We still have the same weight that we had before and after. We still have a bunch of gold, and if I'm right, we should have a bunch of potions of feather somewhere. Maybe I missed it. Let's see. Cure disease. Should be EF. Yeah, feather. Hey, looky there. We're all set. Okay. Well, we have some room to play with here. I'm probably gonna just drop. These arrows are worth nothing, so I'm probably just gonna drop about 200 of these, and then let's start moving toward Kvatch. I'm excited to see what the Oblivion portal looks like. So I've been taking things very slow, but at this point I'm pretty much ready to just get schmovin'. Look at that. Look at that view. Tell me that's not one of the coolest things you've seen. You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. Yeah, if the Bruma guards just sounded like this, the same old guard that's in every single town. What say you in your defense? I say, what is that sound? Are you guys hearing that? It sounds like a creature or a cow or something. But there's no cows here. It's just like, I don't know what it is, but anyway, we are on the path. I'm just gonna go around Skingrad, no biggie. Don't have my horse because I don't want my horse to die. Yeah, it's definitely an ambient sound, but you know what? It's not even the weirdest ambient sound that Elder Scrolls has. I cast my vote for the strangest ambient sound in Elder Scrolls. A Discord notification? I have everything muted, so I don't think that's me. But I think the strangest sound, the ambient noise within any Elder Scrolls game is when you're close to the... And you can go test this for yourself. Go near the Ghost Gate in Morrowind, and every once in a while, you'll just hear like a sheep or a goat. Why? I have no idea. But try it out for yourself, because I'm serious. There's just a sheep/goat, like a bah sound, and it's just like, why? Why is here? Must have been the wind. Whoa. Y'all got any more of those frames? Don't attack me, wolf. I'm just picking flowers. Alright, you can attack now. Dang. Come on. Come on, Fuzzy. Yeah, the combat in this game, this remaster, feels pretty good, honestly, compared to the original, where it was just like slash a million times. It's the game telling you Morrowind is goated. 100%. Agree with that response. The wind is making some weird sounds. I don't know, I don't speak wind. Alright. Oh, is this going to be Tamika's little vineyard? Her and the Cyrilli brothers? Kind of forgot for a moment how exactly it's arranged. Yeah, it is. This is cool. It's pretty dark out. Part of me wants to go sleep at an inn within the city, but I also just am really itching to go to the Oblivion portal. Of course, I don't want to take all the grapes, but I want to go find Tamika. She's probably on the other side, because I think, yeah, this is the Cyrilli side. But they use the same land. It's pretty cool that they just work together like that. And hold on, do they still have the big buckets full of the wine, like full of the grapes that are ready to get smushed? It is so pretty. I wish it was, I'm honestly about to just like fast forward to daytime so that we can see. I don't see the, there's some sheep over there. Look, they're cute. They're just slowly trotting around. Yeah, okay, let's loiter for a little bit. Elder Scrolls Wilderness probably smells really good. I mean, there's so much of it, right? For whatever reason, if it's obeisance to Kinnereth or whatever, the citizens of Tamriel sure do like to preserve nature. Look at them. They are so slow, they're still walking. I wonder what time... You would think it's like early in the morning, Tamika should be over here. But I'm noticing that they don't have the big, like, red vats of, like, grapes that are about to be smushed. So this says Tamika's Vineyard, but I don't see her. Why can I activate that? Strange. Okay, hey, there's smaller ones. There's little buckets of grapes. That's cool. Boing. Are you supposed to be over here? Little fuzzy creature? I would pet this thing. I could not resist it. If I was right here, I would not be able to resist petting that thing. Alright. Now let's check our map real quick. Okay. Keep on moving this way. And just follow the trail. Primrose, I will take that. Yes. I have a lot of Bressula, so I don't need more of those. Also, let's remind ourselves real quick of what the peony seeds do. Let's look. Probably best to preserve nature unless you want to get ambushed by Spriggans. Darn straight. What were we looking for? Peony seeds. Restore strength and damage health. It could be useful. Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, how much sense does that make for the priestess of Kinnereth to be like, oh, we need to reset her. You know, we need to reset the tree. So go stab the tree that gave us that. There's no explanation either of how the original tree was really created. So they're just like, oh, we worship Kinnereth. We love all of her beauty and bounty. Anyway, go stab the tree. Go stab it. The one that we got our things from. Just go stab it real quick. There's another shrine up there. I wonder if all my other shrines got undone because of my little lock-picking fiasco. Also, my buttons are just not working. Okay. This is going to be one of the camps for the Dwemer thing, is it? Let's see. That looks like a bad guy. Yeah. Alright. Regular bandit. Cool. Take away 20% of my health.
This ends here.
Oh, I need some stamina. Come on. System respond. Okay. That's not the game. It's just, I think it's just my controller's kind of crappy. Let's see. Fatigue, please. Just a couple of these and maybe a health potion too. The animation for picking up ingredients is so satisfying. For sure. I was actually, when my friend was over last night, I was like, watch these mushrooms. Check this out. Yes, the Gilder... I think it is, but the problem is, then why does she not suggest that as the fix? You know, it's like... you would think of priestess, like the head priestess of Kinnereth in Skyrim, it seems, as a whole. Because there's no other, really, temples to her. Other than Kynes Grove, if you count that. Oh! Ooh, that was close. Let's see. I do need to level up. I just killed her, but let's just take a nap right here. Alright. You sense yourself more aware, more open to new ideas. You learned a lot about Cyrodiil. It's hard to believe how ignorant you were, but now you have so much more to learn. Okay. Put a few points here. Gotta get that intelligence up for the mushrooms and the potions. Sure. It could be sentimental attachment, it could also be like, ah, but this one's already grown. I don't want to grow a whole new one. But it's, you know, isn't the whole thing about religion like faith, you know? So, especially with the 9 divines, it's very rare that they speak to you directly. What is that sound? There's just no explanation for that sound, except for this bro that's he's just walking my way. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. And what? Hold on. Oh. My angle was making it weird. Just fireball. Fireball. Okay, give me my sword. Come on. I should have gotten this thing charged when I was in the city. It's all good. Ah, I don't know what that sound is. This is gonna drive me crazy. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. This is the one time where that run animation makes sense. I'm like, get me out of here. Yeah, that was yeah. Love the new leveling system, so reminiscent of Fallout 3. See, putting points into things, so far it feels the same, but the perks that you get, I noticed they were swapped around slightly. So they have the perks where it's like, oh, you know, I wonder if they still have the one you can jump on water. Also, I just realized I don't have any more healing potions after what I took. So, looks like it might be time for this guy. Spooky guy. Help me out. Hit the lady. Alright. Ouch. Will you... I understand you're a skeleton. You don't have any muscles and stuff, but, like, come on. Just get one good hit on her. One good hit on her. You got one. Hit her again. Hit her again. Alright. Thanks, bro. You were a lot of help. Yeah. That's how I expected you to react. Okay. So, I know there is a path we could walk, but it's closer, actually it's way closer to the Gold Coast than I'm thinking. So I need to go south this way. Okay. Once a basement dweller, you've now stabbed many strangers and stolen a lot of food. Well, there you go. Sometimes that's how we evolve in life, you know? It's like Pokemon, they evolve by going from a salamander to a dragon. Digimon evolve by going from a wolf to a barely clad human with a gun as an arm. And in Oblivion, you evolve by stealing things and leaving the basement. So, all's well that ends well, you know? What's Hammerfell's culture supposed to be? Middle Eastern? I guess. Yeah. I guess it's inspired by Middle Eastern stuff. The names of their deities and stuff seem like a mix of that and Egyptian, which is pretty cool. There's an invisible demon goat following you around. You know what? You might be right. It seems like that's the case. Some Linux admin. Hot Pocket. Thanks. I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that, man, but thanks. Hot Pocket. Firelight Cave. Sounds cool. Am I already due for another level up? I am. I'm not about to go back to that camp, though. I have kept you guys from going to the, kept you guys from... Oh? Oh, man. I'm not ready for this. Skelly Man, help me out. Oh, dude, I spawned him in and he blocked that first fireball. Hit him. Okay, he's just tanking stuff. Alright, he's like a substitute Pokemon. Alright, let's go again. Okay, yeah, help me out. Nice job. You have redeemed yourself. Yeah, do a little celebration. That was cool. He's like, I killed him. Woohoo. Dante. That's a compliment, man. Thank you. I think all of y'all are cool just for showing up and hanging out while I play Oblivion. This is so cool. I love these flowers. Elf Cup. Check this out. The Elf Cup, if you guys didn't know, it actually grows in places like Ireland, in the forests. Pretty dang cool. Also, is this the one I missed before? I saw it behind the camp. It might be. Digimon be like, Goodymon, Digivolve to Phallic Devimon or whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Pretty much. And part of me wonders why Digimon was able to survive being compared to Pokemon. It's like, some of them turn into, you know, scantily clad human characters. So that's the difference. And it also makes sense why it's more popular in Japan than America. I don't know if a bunch of you know this, but it's still going. Like, the anime and everything is still going for Digimon. So, kind of cool. I do like Digimon a lot. I'm definitely more of a Pokemon guy if it has to come down between the two, but I really enjoyed Digimon Cyber Sleuth. That was a fun game. I want to do Hacker's Memory at some point, but like, it really dragged me in, and it was like the only thing I did for a month. So, really fun. So if it's true about Elder Scrolls 6, we'll get both Egyptian and Middle Eastern culture, and high fantasy with high rock. Yep. If that's what happens, that sounds like the case, which I'm not entirely opposed to. If you've ever played ESO, this remaster has taken some things from ESO, and so I wouldn't be surprised if Elder Scrolls 6 has built on that lore as well, because ESO has written, like, the team behind it has written so much lore. The Elder Scrolls, I think its debut was 2014, right? And since then it has written just a crazy amount of lore compared to what exists already in the universe. Bandit Hedge Wizard. Oh. He works for a hedge fund. Take him out. Alright. Oh, is there another? Oh my gosh. Oh, it's another camp. Okay. Yep. Swing and a miss. Okay, okay, okay. Skelly. Ouch. Okay. Hit her. Oh. Okay. Change of target, huh? Alright. Skelly Man's coming in clutch. I'm dropping frames and he's picking them up. It's wizard time. Yep. Let's see. Do you also like Souls games? I listened to your video on the Gods of the Elder Scrolls. It was so immersive. Thank you so much. I'm really glad for anyone who's checking that video out. The algorithm is doing its absolute best to bury it, which is very unfortunate. But honestly, I'm just happy that people like you are checking it out and having fun. Let me reread real quick. I got caught up in your compliment. Do you like the Souls games? Okay, I suck so bad at them. I played Dark Souls 1, got decently far, but I never finished it. My friend Munson also got me Elden Ring, but it just performed so poorly on my Xbox, which is, you know, that's what I had. That's what I played things on. We played multiplayer a few times, but it just ran so poorly. It was a little bit hard to get into. And I like watching them. I like the lore behind them and stuff. People have suggested that I make lore videos on it. So, you know, I don't... The thing is, though, you might think, oh, well, you don't have to play the game to make the videos. I kind of do, because I don't want to steal people's footage. And, you know, I need to be passionate about something to make it. Like, I hope it comes across in the videos. I'm very passionate about the Elder Scrolls. So I really have to be into something to make it. So at some point maybe I'll dig into it and see. One Digimon season has the kids turn into Digimon. I think that's season 3. So you've got like children turning into lingerie wearing battle angels. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Your video on Elder Scrolls Gods made me feel like I was listening to a historian, a man who wants to know the root of existence. Thank you. I mean, that's exactly what I was going for. So that's a big accomplishment, or a big compliment from you. Can we also appreciate Elder Scrolls fans are so back? Oh yeah. Yeah, we are so back, y'all. I've had people talking to me about Oblivion that have never even played it. I've had people buying it from my suggestion, watching the memes. Even the old memes are coming back. You know, old videos. Also, if you guys have never seen the Joffrey Jam, let's go ahead and get some eyes on that, because that thing is stuck in my head. I was trying so hard on the first stream not to just repeat lines from the Joffrey Jam, or to repeat them as they're spoken in that video. Cinnabar. I can't grab it. Come on. It's a Cinnabar polypore, but I can't grab it. Darn it. You're supposed to be able to. I know for a fact. I know this exact spot, because I used this in the alchemy video. So I did my little zoom in on the tree. You said you suck at Souls games, but you still love Elden Ring. Maybe I'll give that another shot. It might run better on PC for me. I remember all the theories back then saying Fallout and Elder Scrolls are the same universe just because little Easter eggs and a Nern root in Fallout 4. Yeah, you know, there's nothing proven, but people have fun making their theories. A lot of people talk about the Dwemer just like survived and became this or that in the Fallout universe. I don't know. It doesn't harm anything. I don't have any stock in it, but I think it's... Oh my gosh. I'm straight up dead. He took half my health right then. I am straight up dead. I didn't save any healing potions. Oh, I got one. Okay. Hold on. I have an idea. As soon as I get out of this menu, I'm dead. But let's do an extra save game, because it's been a hot minute since I saved. Before I try to turn and run from this wolf. Let me read this real quick. Huge Souls fan as well as an Elder Scrolls fan. The lore is great for both. Now we live in a time where both franchises are more appreciated. Okay. Let me see if I can run from the dog. Oh, run! Spooky man! No, wolf! You like bones, right? Go after the spooky man! No! There's a reason I took fatigue potions. Leave me alone. Help me out! Oh, finally, the Empire's good for something. Help me out! I can't get health back. I cannot put myself in jeopardy. I'm on too high of a difficulty. Do your job, guard. Alright, now just watch the show.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
I mean, it's a wolf. Thanks, bro. How cool was that? He's like, yeah, it's taken care of. Walks away like a freaking Chad meme. But the sound again. The sound. I'm getting. Oh, I'm stupid. That's the sound of the deer. I knew that sound was familiar, but until I saw a deer, it didn't make any sense. Well, there it is. It's a deer. That's what that sound is. Yeah, Dogmeat would be my companion if he wasn't trying to take my leg off. But in Fallout, he is the best companion. I mean, let's be real. You made a 3-hour intricate video going extensively into the lore, in character, and great editing. Thank you. I'm glad that it comes through, because I really do love the Elder Scrolls. I know this set of streams with this character is mostly our figuring it out, having fun, just doing whatever kind of thing. But in the future, once I have upgraded some specs a little bit so the outdoor segments aren't so touch and go graphically, I do want to make a specifically like lore-centered character where we just follow what we think we should do. I've been trying to think of, we can loosely do that with this character, but you know, I'm wanting to test things. I'm wanting to go places, like kind of metagame and see, hey, does this still work? That sort of thing. Oh, these I should be able to grab. Nice. Very, very cool. Okay, hey, there's Kvatch. We're here. Let's see. Liked what? Hey, if he's fighting that thing for me and I don't have to mess with it, that is one case in which I just want to watch, man. I'll sit back and cross my arms and let the fight happen. Digitigrade animals are fast. Running is, yeah, they are so fast. I mean, they're prey. It makes sense. They're beautiful though. Very beautiful animals. I've seen only a few deer like close up before, but they're so gentle and pretty. It's just like, you know, for me, I look at them and I'm like, I hope nothing bad ever happens to you. Like you're a wonder of the world. I like when you get Kinnereth's boots and you can just walk among them and they don't get scared of you. You can just walk up and actually really admire them. I like that a lot. Alright, grabbing some columbine flowers. And we are right here. We are about to have the fateful scenes occur. Alright, let's see. Oh. Oh, is that a hunter or a bandit? Let's see. Oh, okay. Both, I guess. Spooky man. Alright, let's see if my frames can catch up with how many arrows I shoot. It's... okay. I killed my own scaly man. Whoops. Alright, cool. Let's just play catch the frames. Aw. Juked. Oh. Alright. So there's a little glitch. I'm not seeing her health. Usually it might be like you have to be closer or something, but I'm not seeing her health at all. It has to be going down. Come on. She's probably like 2 shots left. Oh my gosh. Hey, guard. Yeah, mess her up. Thank you. This guy's got my back today. He's like, hey, I know you tried to attack that guy. I mean, I guess that was reloaded, but he probably knows the alternate timelines, right? Or I tried to attack the guy and take over his store. Let's see. Oh, deer are ungulates, yes. They're very cool. I love conjuration in Skyrim. Can you summon weapons in Oblivion? Yes, there are bound weapon spells. Hey, you're live. Need something to fall asleep to. You very much appreciate my videos. They've helped you sleep many times. Hey, well, I'm very happy that you feel that way. I'm happy that they can help you chill. Let's see. Alright, sometimes their names don't show or health doesn't show. Yeah. Not a big deal. I mean, on higher difficulties it kind of is. But yeah, let's see. Checking the map if my controller will function. Alright, we're rounding the bend. You can see the sky's getting more red. I don't think that's just because of the time of day. I think we're about to come upon the big crazy thing. Alright, can I take these or are they glitched? They are glitched. Darn it. Who are some content creators on here who inspired you? Funny enough, this may come as a surprise, but I don't really watch Elder Scrolls content creators. I just don't. The only ones that I have watched is back when I was super into ESO and I was trying to learn different builds. So I watched Lucky Ghost at that time. I wasn't into Zynode's builds for whatever reason, or Hack the Minotaur. And then there was the Bra We Got This thing where I don't know enough about the situation to actually speak on it with any sort of authority, but something just, if you know, you know, something very rapidly changed that we don't know in the person's life, and their channel completely converted to a 100% different type of content. And then I was just like, whoa, okay, well, I'm not watching this anymore. But yeah, funny enough, the only real lore content I watch is I don't talk about it much on these streams because this is Elder Scrolls, right? But I am still and have always been a huge Halo fan, and I tend to like some of Hidden Xperia's lore videos, although a lot of it comes from books that I've already read, but it's a good refresher. Alright, we're about to turn right up here. I recognize this area, I recognize this hill we're cresting because that was part of the Dungeons video. Specifically when I was starting to talk about the Oblivion gates. Yes, I love Halo. Halo is so cool. I have had people request that I make Halo lore videos and stuff, but I'm trying to think of how exactly they would fit into my style, or format, rather. With the length of the things, and how it's something you can fall asleep to, have in the background, and I dive as in-depth as my mind will go at that point. But it's also a difficulty of somehow getting footage and making things look nice can be difficult there. Makes more sense in an open world game.
We've been hit hard, but we'll come back.
You want to tell me what happened?
If you mean the priest, I don't think he made it out of the city.
Very
few of us did. But Savlian Matthias might know more. He's in charge of the city guard that are defending the camp.
Okay.
Take care.
Oh, sorry, I should have asked about him.
You'll find him at the barricade at the top of the road. He's still trying to hold what's left of the guard together. Be seeing you.
Be seeing you. I hope you survive.
What do you want?
What do you think I want, dude? I want to know what's going on here. You're being rude.
I've looked
Whoops,
everywhere.
that was a glitch.
Perhaps she's still in Kvatch, in a basement hiding.
Oh, that's sad.
I don't have much. I lost
Is she talking
everything.
about a child or something? 1 second, y'all. One second. Okay. Had a weird thing happen in chat there. Sorry about that. Had to take care of somebody. Someone was being weird. Just something that happens on the internet, you know. It is what it is. But here's the thing. When you're a small YouTuber like me, you don't have moderators, so you kind of have to deal with it yourself. If you did a video on the flood, it would be awesome. Thank you. I'll keep trying to think of ways to do it. It's pretty much always on my mind.
I'm sure there's something to suit.
I do hope the enemy variety in Elder Scrolls 6 is diverse. I really liked how many enemies are in Oblivion, even if some are annoying to fight. What would you say the most annoying enemy is to fight, in y'all's opinion? I think sometimes
You got a great deal
there. The trolls, when they kept healing, that would be, or like the regeneration, especially when you're playing on higher difficulties, could be pretty annoying at times. Alright, let's see. I need to get rid of some of this stuff. I need to also heal some of my stuff. Why am I wearing the rough leather on accident? Get rid of iron dagger. Steel bow's good. Silver dagger's good. I'm probably going to hold on to that. The Dementors, they were flying around. I just had to respond to your comment. So, which is your favorite Elder Scrolls game?
Come back and
Definitely
see me
Morrowind.
Bastards.
I'll definitely talk about it more in a moment. These, oh, hey. You guys don't even have to pay extra. Check that out. But only for a moment. You have to go back and pause if you want more of that. Favorite Elder Scrolls game is definitely Morrowind. Some of the higher level zombies, yeah, they can be very annoying, especially the ones that, what are they called, guys? They glow green. They glow green and they're headless. I don't know if they have any of the headless ones in this remake. Hi,
You
Sigrid.
picked a bad time to visit Kvatch.
What's going on here?
Goodbye.
Can't tell me.
Don't forget.
I've looked everywhere.
Cameron
Perhaps
usurper burned
she's still in
Kvatch
Kvatch,
too.
in a basement, hiding?
Kvatch was
Welcome to Kvatch. We've had a spot of trouble, as you can see, but I'm open for business.
Dude, that's crazy. Well, clearly you're not, because you're not selling
Be
anything.
seeing you.
But it's crazy that these guys are still trying to do... They're just trying to be entrepreneurs out here. And this place is falling apart. Man, that frame difference. That's cool. That's a map of Kvatch, it looks like. But man, that frame difference as soon as you walk in here. I thought that was a skill book in this game. Okay. Yes, let's go back out of the tent. I want to talk to the one guy who gives you kind of the funny dialogue line. I mean, that's true. They do have to get new homes. Like, how are they going to afford it otherwise? So, respect the grind. Wish they didn't have to deal with that, but... Tavia, hello.
What?
Okay.
Good day.
Well, yep, good day to you. Sorry. Didn't mean to offend. I'm so excited for this next part. Eli of Draugr.
The Imperial line is dead.
Hope is... We're still alive. Look.
The enemy has won.
No. Have some faith. The Covenants are here, on reach.
The Imperial line is dead. And the gods have forsaken us. Where is our blessing? Where is our protection? Where are our gods?
What
Lord
enemy is it?
Dagon is the enemy.
Lord Dagon.
He is the Prince of Destruction, and the Daedra are his servants. The
Oh,
chapel is
no.
cast down, and the faithful, my friends, all dead.
Are you sure?
The enemy has won, and we are destroyed.
That seems pretty peaceful over here. Have some hope, my friend.
Hope is gone. The enemy has won. In the west, people are even starting to disappear. The gods have forsaken us.
Alright, dude. In the west. Wait a
I'm
minute.
through talking
Hold
to
on.
you.
What was that? He said people disappearing in the west. And then I got a quest that said something about a wound in time. I think in my mind, my mind converted that to say a warp in time, and he said the west. I was like, warp in the west mention?
Come on, run while there's still
Oh my
time.
gosh.
The guard still holds the road, but it's only a matter of
Oh,
time before
no.
they're overwhelmed.
Hurdle, you're hurting me, dude.
God's blood. You don't know, do you? Daedra overran Kvatch last night. There were glowing portals outside the walls. Gates to Oblivion itself.
Gates to Oblivion.
There was a huge creature, something out of a nightmare. Came right over the walls, blasting fire that swarmed around it, killing. Go and see for yourself. Kvatch is a smoking ruin. We're all that's left. Do you understand me? Everyone else
The voice
is
acting's pretty
dead.
good, to be honest, though. It's just kind of betrayed by the facial animations.
It was Savli and Matthias. Some of the other guards helped some of us escape. They cut their way out, right through the city gates. Savlian says they can hold the road. No, I don't believe him. Nothing can stop them. If you'd seen it, you'd know.
Good acting.
I'm getting out of here
Good
before
acting.
it's too late. They'll be here any minute, I'm telling you. Run when you can.
Run while you can. Alright. Let's make sure we're good here. Let's go ahead and save real quick. Let me catch up to chat here. Even at the end game, the land dregs, minotaurs, liches, but the zombies, is it savage zombies? It's a word like that, isn't it? That it starts with an S. That's a specific version of the zombies that are rough. Is Morrowind your favorite in terms of lore? Absolutely. I can't wait till, like, here's the thing. The Pantheons and the Gods of the Elder Scrolls, they're the same video. I just renamed it. But the Gods of the Elder Scrolls video is going to, it's a part of it's like a set, right? It was originally going to be a trilogy, and the thumbnails were all going to match. I changed that, and it seems to be mildly helping with views just a little bit. But either way, it was supposed to be part of like a trilogy of videos, and the third one is where I'm really going to get into the Morrowind stuff. And man, I'm excited about that. You totally ignored this guy. Hey, it's okay. Yeah, if you don't, I mean, if you're like blasting through and you're like run right past him, there's nothing in the game that says, hey, talk to that guy, Don't remember the full name, but yeah, they are annoying. He did kind of look stoned, not gonna lie. He looked like maybe he huffed some of the ash whenever he was running around trying to leave the city. Enjoyed Morrowind until your game got corrupted. Oh man, that's rough. Well, I say it's kind of like Minecraft. When you die in lava and you lose all your stuff, you're like, I am never playing this again. I quit. And then like a month later, you're like, come on, it's a really good game. Maybe I should give it another. Maybe I should make another save file. Why not? Boy was off that skooma. Yeah, I don't know why your phrasing of that just made me think of Hank Hill. The boy was off that skooma. All right. Okay. I think this stream has been going on for quite a while. That doesn't mean I'm ending it just yet, because I'm not gonna cliffhang everybody like that. But I do need to refill my water real quick and check on the cats and stuff and make sure they're all good. So give me just 1 second, and I will be right back. Okay. Alright, I am back. Alright, it is time to go check out the Oblivion portal at the top of the hill. I remember I wanted to play Morrowind so much, but I didn't have the money, so I took some liberties, maybe sailed the high seas. Definitely worth it. Chat, let's recreate the Oblivion crisis in real life. I mean, are we far off? The Dragon Throne is empty. Hey, yep, I have the Amulet of Kings. I can prove it. Oh, okay. Time to get excited. This is my first time seeing this. Hold on. I'm actually gonna turn off my light, so it's just all ambience. Ooh, look at that. Masser up there. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Stand back, civilian.
Oh,
This is no
interesting.
place for you. Get back to the encampment at once.
What happened here?
We lost the damn city. That's what happened. It was too much. Too fast. We were overwhelmed. Couldn't even get everyone out. There are still people trapped in there.
Oh,
Some
man.
made it to the chapel.
Some made it.
But others were just run down in the streets. The Count and his men are still holed up in the castle. And now we can't even get back into the city to...
Well, let's take care of that portal then, huh?
The only thing we can do. We'll try to hold our ground, that's what. If we can't hold this barricade, those beasts could march right down and overrun the encampment.
Not just the encampment,
I have to
but
try
everywhere,
and
right?
protect the few civilians that are left. It's all I can do now.
Alright, you know what? I want to get in on the action. Let's
You
help.
want to help? You're kidding, right?
Well, you got surprised by that.
If you're serious, maybe I can put you to use. It'll likely mean your death, though.
Yeah.
Are you
I
sure?
don't think so. I'll be alright. I'll do whatever I can.
I don't know how to close this gate, but it must be possible, because the enemy closed the ones they opened during the initial attack. You can see the marks on the ground where they were, with the great gate right in the middle. I sent men into the gate to see if they could find a way to shut it.
Man.
They haven't come back. If you can
That's
get
rough.
in there, find out what happened to them. If they're alive, help them finish the job. If not, see what you can do on your own. The best I can say is good luck.
Alright, let's do this.
Good luck. It's a
Oh man, that
brave
portal looks
thing
so
you do.
cool.
You're pathetic!
Oh, that scamp, I barely saw. Clan Fear. Oh, he looks so cool. Oh, they kept the sounds. They kept the strange sounds that they make. That's awesome. Oh, here's another. They sound like caribou sometimes. They are just going to keep spawning until I run through. That is so wild. It actually shows, like, it's not just a flame now. It's like an actual image portal. Well, let's go in. That is so crazy. I bet you have. There's a lot of reused sounds. Dang, some of the people just got messed up as soon as they entered. Look at the way the scamp runs. He's just a little guy. Just a little critter that I'm going to kill. Ouch. Isn't there supposed to be another person here? Or did they change that? Okay. Ah, scamp is done. There we are. Help me out. I'm going to die. As soon as I leave this menu, I'm going to die. Dang it. I keep getting caught in situations like this, and I don't have any more health potions. I have the materials to... Well, no, I don't. I only have half the materials necessary. I'm dead. Yep. Man. Oh, I auto-saved. Good. You know, I was thinking about turning down the difficulty, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Maybe I'll get a couple shots in here. Wait for this guy to come help me out. Put a couple shots into him just to get it started. Maybe I'll do this crazy run this way. When you run with the weapon, it doesn't look that bad. It's when you run with your weapon put away where it just looks kind of goofy. Like, look at this. The sprint with the weapon kind of looks okay if you're in... But I think it's also the danger of the situation and how serious it is. Because when you're just in a town just running like that, it looks very strange. Scamp is down. Nice.
Thank the Nine. I never thought I'd see another friendly face. The others taken
to the tower.
Taken to the tower.
It's alright. What's going on?
Captain Matthias sent us in to try and close the gate. We were ambushed, trapped, and picked off. I managed to escape, but the others are strewn across the bridge.
Oh man.
They took Minion off to the big tower. You've got to save him.
Something
I'm
tells me
getting out of here.
Minion. You know what? Yeah, go out there.
The captain is still holding the barricade. I figured I was the last one left alive. All right, I'll try to get out of here and let the captain know what's going on.
He's so happy to run back in. I would be too. I mean, dang. Dude. This looks so good. It just looks so good. Alright, let's get a quick save while we're safe. I'm gonna explore a little bit over here. Ooh, we gotta watch out some of the spittle sticks, for those who don't know. I'm sure all of you guys already know, but the spittle sticks will like spit out poison if you get too close to them. Specific ones will. They like slow you down. But they're also decently useful ingredients. Like I caught that one as it started to spew, you see? Man. Okay, this is looking really good so far. I saw a scamp. And he doesn't see me yet, so point. Oh, that's a regular scamp. Let's see if I can avoid those fireballs for a while. Interestingly, he's not doing the shield spell that they usually do in the base game, but that might be like a greater scamp thing. Wait a minute, you mean to tell me that they take fire damage now? What the? They take fire damage now, but they're from here. Oh yeah, it looks very inviting. This is, oh, the flesh pod. I'm kind of glad they didn't give that an animation because it's nasty. Look at that tower that's just tilted over. That's crazy. So cool. Okay. Let's get back to the other side. Those towers look so awesome in the distance. I can already tell... Oh yeah, we gotta look at these. That looks way better than original. Oh, that's terrifying. Imagine coming in and this is the first thing you see is a bunch of heads on pikes. Is that bloodgrass? Nice. Might be able to make some chameleon potions later on to make this all worth it. I'm pretty excited to see what the Daedroth look like eventually. Is this Harada gonna whip at me? Yep. Okay. I just love that it's a plant that grows with blades on it. How, you know, nature does be that way. Although those ones look like they're made of steel, and nature does not do that. No, the aesthetic is very cool here. It looks so cool. It looks like, I mean, it looks like hell. It looks like this is what it should be. Dang, I keep narrowly missing him. Okay, they are still doing it. They the shielding or whatever they're doing. It's just that it's a yellow particle effect instead of a purple now. So I forget exactly what effect they're activating, but it's still pretty cool. Alright, let's get the sword out. Oh, I tried to juke that one. Oh, their faces look way scarier now than they did before. One more, okay. I find it funny that this comes out and next month is Doom: The Dark Ages. You know, that is cool. I forgot that was going to be this close, or maybe I think I actually just didn't know. But I really enjoyed the other two Doom games, Doom 2016 and then Doom Eternal. They were super fun. More of a, I typically get in this thing where I don't start a game unless I think I can get all the achievements for it, because I have kind of this OCD thing. But you know, it's never, I don't call it that because it's not been like clinically diagnosed, but I mean, people around me say I have it and it's hard to deny the evidence. But I just have this thing where it's like, if I can't get all the achievements, if I can't cross all the lines, it really, really bothers me. So I tend not to get into games that I don't know, like taking chances on games or new things can be difficult sometimes. And I did that for those games. And I got most of the achievements. I think I got all the achievements for the first one on Xbox, so that was I was able to cross that off. And then for the second one, I got most of them on Steam. But very fun games. Very fun games. I love the callback in the second game. Whoa! That's new, isn't it? That's crazy. Just a bunch of boulders flying out. Alright, let's keep on trucking. I gotta get every bit of the blood grass I see. Ouch! Okay. That was nice. Clan fear. Alright. Skelly Man. Fight the clan fear. Okay. He took 2 hits and he was down. Okay, I might do the same. Run. Did I get any healing potions from anything while we were here? I don't think so. Bloodgrass is a real plant. Yeah, it'd be funny if it behaved this way though. If it looked and behaved exactly like this. One reason I want a Morrowind remaster is because of achievements. You know, that brings up something interesting. Have you heard of retro achievements? Or just people call it RA for short. Basically, it's this website where people are gathering to create achievement lists for games that obviously didn't have them. Oh man, I thought I got him. Well, I'm glad I quick saved. But yeah, I like achievements. It's a fun way to square off progression. Although ESO was a nightmare for achievements because I was just like, there's no way I'm gonna get all this. So I was actually really happy when they started making it where it didn't matter what character you got an achievement on, it went through the whole account. Which is how it should be, because I'm one person playing the game, right? At least that's my philosophy. But man, I have no potions. How am I gonna fight the more difficult creatures? Yeah, check out retro achievements. I think it's literally just like retroachievements.com or something. But check it out. It's got some cool stuff. You can play old games, even games on emulator and stuff, like Game Boy Advance games, including the Spyro games. They have some of them. I think I heard that they had achievements. I know the PlayStation games certainly do, but I think also the other ones do. Alright, good. Stuff is repaired. Want another torch so I can continue to see fairly decently. Grab the Harada before it hits me. Okay, well. Oh, that's a scamp. Skelly Man. Come on, hit him. Nice, nice job. I don't think that anyone's made achievement lists for... Oh, what? Is there another? Oh, it's up there. What the heck? I don't think anyone's made an achievement list for Morrowind, but it'd be cool. I believe the way it works is it's also like an external program that you load up alongside the game that you're playing, so that it can see when you check those boxes internally, like in the programming. And it's like, okay, now they get the achievement. Yeah, just broke out my agri-science workbooks. Imperita cylindrica, Japanese bloodgrass, nice. Yeah, that's very cool. I still have, there's an internship I did at another university, and we ended up going to Texas to BRIT, to the Botanical Research Institute, and you just reminded me, I got a book that was all about the history of herbariums, because I also worked in multiple herbaria, and I got a whole book, and I love to read, so you'd think I would already have devoured this thing, but it's less of a novel format, of course, and more of like an encyclopedia of how things went. Also, looks like that scamp. Oh, he's down here now. But I haven't read that yet, and you just reminded me. So I might be peeking at that later. Let's see. We're gonna try and get as far as we can. I mean, we've been streaming for 3 hours, so that's kind of where I usually like to cut it, but we'll at least make it to the tower. I'm gonna clear all the outdoor stuff, and then we'll head inside, or save just outside, and then next time we pick up, which will probably be Tuesday. This Saturdays are not going to be like a regular guaranteed thing for streaming. Oops. They're just I just thought it would be fun, and I was really itching to play, and also itching to talk to y'all, just because it's super fun to stream. Way more enjoyable than I thought it would be, because I thought it was just going to be really stressful, but it's not. Let me see if I can. Boing. Ah, too low, and oof. You guys saw none of that. You saw that one. All right, come here, Scampy. Come here, little scamp. I am getting slightly low on arrows. I just realized that, and we still have most of this place to go. If I could stop missing, that would help out a lot, wouldn't it? Okay. He wants to do melee now. You know, the scamps, like this version of the scamp, doesn't look too dissimilar from the imps of modern Doom games, in my opinion. These were books that I took notes in during high school. Got some pressings too. Nice. Yeah, I have. I did some. I did a lot of plant pressing. Plant pressing, if I can talk. I did a lot of that as part of my job. At both of these are variants, and then I also did some cool stuff where we took leaves and stuff and things with different chlorophyll and stuff in them, and different versions of those chemicals, and we used them to like dye different fabrics and stuff. It's really cool. So I have a couple, not quite tapestries, but they just are dyed with real plants. Like all the leaf-like things you see on them are actual leaves that we took the pigments from, and made part of it. So it's pretty neat. Oh, someone sees me, but I don't see them. All right. Spidididra are more annoying. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about those small ones for a second. At least you don't really encounter them until higher level, right? Just like with the Daedroth. Oh, the mines. I forgot about the mines. Oh shoot! Someone's shooting me. Oh, okay, we have our first Remora here. Oh, their voices still sound the same. Nice. I don't want to fight him by the spittle sticks, though. Let's see if I can lure him over here. Yeah, let's do this. Alright. May the best one win. Dang, he is not missing. Oof. I'm glad I quick saved, but I don't have any health. Might just have to... shoot. Might just have to use the magic healing that barely heals at all. Alright, yep. Let's coast off of this for a sec. We should be safe over here for a minute. Alright. Dang it. I can't juke this guy. His AI's too good. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, you know what? I think what we're gonna do is this will be like our boss of the stream. We'll try to take this guy down, and then we'll probably save and call it a night. Oops. Dude, he's jumping up and down. Okay. Run! Ooh. Run. What are you doing? Run. Okay, alright. Let me see if I have any magic potions here. Any sorcery potions would be pretty good right about now. Hey, there you go. Just go ahead and heal a little bit. Enough to last a couple more shots in case something happens. Alright. Sorry, I'm not talking, I'm just really focused on this fight. Come on. We almost got him. Oof. Alright, you know what? I think I'm gonna go in for melee now. Yeah, run! Run! Oh no! I got too cocky! Oh! Ooh. I got too cocky there. Let's get some more sorcery going on. A bit of fatigue potions. Heal up, heal up. He's almost dead. Come on. He is almost dead. Look how many arrows he has in him. Yes, finally you're dead. Dang. Can I take his bow? Oh, heck yeah. Okay. Now that's nice. That's very good. Got an upgrade for our bow. Got some Dremora arrows. Now that... Okay, that's an upgrade. That was very tense, but that was fun. I'm keeping it on this difficulty as long as we can. Unfortunately, I don't have enough... I forgot how heavy the bow was. I don't have enough stuff to make healing potions. Which is unfortunate. Also, I might as well put this on, because it's going to help me out. Lots of bloodgrass. But, see, I have... Oh, wait, hold on. I have enough to make 3. But we might just be careful. And... Hold on. The creation materials are... Oh, see, this is why I missed the original thing where they were, like, grouped up together. Because all these are... Being alphabetical is kind of annoying. But here's what I'm thinking we'll do. We are going to make 3 healing potions that we're going to use very carefully at specific times. And Daedra Heart also heals. Let me see if there's anything I missed with that effect. I highly doubt it, but maybe. Oh, yeah, we get one more. It's kind of a, you might see that as kind of a waste of, yeah, and then we have one more thing by itself that doesn't have a matching ingredient. Okay, we're just going to use magic to heal when we can, and I'll just convert my sorcery potions into healing, and we'll finish scouring the outside of this area next time, and then we will go into, we're still over encumbered. Let me see. I already learned the spell. Sorry about the cars. Let's repair some gear. That will give us a little bit of weight up. Okay. Did that? Okay. Just didn't activate for some reason. Okay, we're still slightly over. So let's look at... Ah, man. We're going to have to drop... I might have to... Well, I'll have to sacrifice my other bow. And probably the dagger. And let's do 50 iron arrows, because I did get 92 Dremora arrows. That's a lot, actually, for something that strong. Alright, those are our sacrifices. Next time I'll start right here. I will gather the rest of the ingredients that are out here, and then we'll head up into the tower, because that's going to be crazy. Anyways, thank you guys for watching and hanging out. It was super fun. I'm going to save this character again. I'm not going to play on this character without you guys being able to watch and take part. So we will continue his journey on Tuesday. So, yeah. Great time. Thanks for having y'all. Yes. Thanks for, y'all coming and joining. It was great to have y'all. And I'm probably just, I'm enjoying this game so much, I'm probably just going to go eat and then come back and play on my other character. So, yeah. Alright, y'all have a good night. Thanks for showing up, and I'll see you next time.